the magic. Oh, be my radio, yeah, papa.
Obi, one on call.
The CIMT Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen. Asempa FM. Asempa FM. .7 Asempa FM Sony. It's a special day for our country, the Constitution Day, and a statutory holiday. But today also marked quite an important occasion in the history of this country. The swearing in, the inauguration of the president-elect, now President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. In Tiana Jumedi Koso our Parliament House here in Accra. But before that, Runim said the dissolution of the 7th Parliament, Ekoso, the swearing in of the 8th Parliament, and so Ekoso, the election of a Speaker of the 8th Parliament, and the first Deputy Speaker, the second Deputy Speaker, Ninyina Akoso and Ewie. But it went off without, some. Controversies are not endorsed. I mean, I tell you. So I'll share the controversies near fisticuffs in Parliament and gidigidia a buy or more a booty ballot boxes or more, far ballot boxes at the Johnny or Monsua, Asian ballot papers at the Johnny in Parliament. A friend is saying voting booth, another election booth, and a polling booth among for egu form. It was quite a scene in Ghana's parliament. The Yatna see, na Yatna say all the issues are also in parliament. Yednina Ebremo Ekosiisen On Asempa eso. Reactions are pesa wotin yenara obeti ni nyina ewo ha intisha nso efa emaye medidi osaibo nso on behalf of the production team Dominic Kisi Yaboa Nana Chum Berema Jackson Osei Intiamoa Eric Oparibebre Feno DJ Yeyo and a Queen Star a Japan on their behalf near Mama Kwaba Eba Ekosiisen. So let me also say a big thank you and good afternoon to Amai Hene Kwabena Sante, who is joining me in studio. Now, after the analysis, no, Ashe Etumi Ediatua. So, Enti, join us on all our platforms. Your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, your Twitter, and our WhatsApp messages and so be to me Edia Brain. To go Facebook, just search for Asempa 94.7. FM na afi share live streaming no Facebook sounds no on YouTube and so Asempa 94.7 FM on YouTube Monshan and so emfa emma it promises to be an exciting show this Thursday afternoon and Shannon so am I send the medical cano on my hene kwabena sante yet na se na afie de me hear some segment na timi atoamo and for the rest of the show no analysis on what happened in parliament na ya reactions from both sides of the divide in parliament etumi edi and you lining up a lot of people anyone ebe share etumi edi enkomo in the message money die mu aso be mafidie no ada here all our affiliate radio stations ya the munyina ase Assignment munyina kwab. WhatsApp line is 0546 382 287 0546 382 287. WhatsApp line no for messages nebra na yenti. I'm told say the American say a election booth and our polling booth no the right expression a voting screens. Into Dr. Srebo Kweku made us papa for that correction. A voting screens and Dr. Srebo Kweku Electoral Commission. Please. Oh. Dr. Srebo.
No problem. But the flank has Nicobi. So what is your problem? Maybe any san come a break no a brain near break. Mr. Dr. Kweku dey send bebre o ma yomujuma pawi by back can see one sema please don't let us go there. Where do ordinary betum cry dey yeah dey kotokwa ye the ordinary betum cry dey and that correction or dey my kwa ya to but that's not what we need. I can't for cover technical team by then no motivate say
eh ba guy na friends Costadine puppet mas oba
any din ye kan hwe brand na kuma say santi kotokwa dey gina o please
Costadine
and I make us say any din no here at this point. Please, House of Folk, please.
Oba in the second match, Osha 6.
Even the latest speaker in the 8th Parliament speaking, Oya Kotoko fan.
Oh, Abam.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay. Wow. Oh, I never knew that. Alban Sumana Bagben.
Kotoko fan. Oh. No, RTU. I mean, Akwashe Gatem.
It is that
Wabakotoko.
And first deputy speaker,
Kotoko fan.
Joe Wise. Second deputy speaker.
For me, Uncle No Bofakwa and Wabakotoko. Because Bofakwa never been to see. And then Mr. Kweku, Dr. Kweku say, please, we should give us a break. Mama started on a very good note. Dr. Sibon
Hearts beat Bechem United, the league leaders, by 6 goals to 1. Dr. Sibon, good afternoon to you. Ekosiisen is high Asempa 94.7 FM 10 minutes after 3. And then they said America cannot.
The politics is being nipa. Obo ko yi you.
Obo.
President Obo.
I be say me we be so say odi 40 years.
Oh wow. Say me ami no.
Okay, so odi 40 years and obey you.
Well, odi 40 na. Na say no mbako.
Oh, okay.
But we and I'm saying you see me I disagree. Obi Muyanyas are advocates. The mentality that Rastafarians cannot enter any public office now, a part of Ghana. Yes,
Yeah, I agree.
I don't agree to that. It's a society, it's a belief. Because me here, you know the Tampico Abraham. You tell Mama they actually, but I don't just say Tampico near
on that Tampico
Ghana brand,
Yeah, it's a Ghana. Fana is Ghana.
Yeah, you are the Tampico brain.
On that Tampico note, my name is Samson Ahi.
Oh, I hear
Samson Ahi.
The diabolic man, Abba. 2021, only first person under the Casas of saying, and the official
Body constituency.
Body representative Nabano.
No, Samson Ahi too much.
Oh,
Honorable Samson Ahi, I quite about to say.
Hello, so Obi.
Afi papa nkome to ye.
That's why you know, okay. If the body come here, and I'm okay. The body why he pa and
eh o man here kwabna asante o.
Oh, we are just no be.
Mayamo Abaso, congratulations for winning the body constituency again.
Me da Obi. I'm say Ajuma wa yake nti unim from I'm say proud to elections no. It is say na mo yes series of constituency discussions. MPP what's not is that time.
Yeah.
The several messages by say or ajibo this na oh yeah some critical analysis ma every year say agrobi na odi papa no yeto aba ni year no joining to body ha basically ni be bia okwa kwese na ayenim na onama oda enti yeto aba ni year no omo level
But ono nso na analysis no de ma yen no un say or say as regional chairman ono ankasa body no fi ena o ma permutations be a chere say independent candidate be free must talk ba na adinti omo no betimi e de afa ho awini. I mean the analysis somehow made sense and
ono ankasa na kofa sa independent candidate no by ono an sponsor sa independent candidate no na jene say ebebo ano ba ono ankasa no wi ase no na wonu no say onimkura ranka on for independent candidate no ma but onim say agroni somo agroni from ubesha akabe 2 months elections no one thing nka I already
we ye kompa
yes na me ho na me ye dima enti so ba ni ye no ono no level enti na me adom
because many o man hini ni ba se hwe also ye be constituency watch was hwe also enti ho na omo ba be an ono any the regional organizer and I think if at all the regional executives were there enti time omo ye analysis about how our western north be kono and omanie we all admitted that wow nkofo ya say they are solid on the ground. I mean no share analysis na omo ye any ade enti omo kan wo ho omo kan juaboso akando ho omo kan awowin swaman dabi swaman that is so good swaman that is so and omo kan say e ho will fall and they even said say enti kra no omo ye nioma kakra bia no kra no can flip surprisingly no memusa na je mo na maye kom she constituency na mo ye adwuma o grounds pa on
Obi say unim ne obedi a ekom no unim ne obedi a ekom no enna say wode wano do nyira so a kase so wo that situation no enna na before no omo mu ewo ye mpatam ho no na amanfo mu ho ene osha hotma ho say obi ho a etini extra na ya to abama MP no na president secretary ya ko Ugo haya kwa bana presidential candidate no. Haya kwa bana extra parliamentary candidate no. Enti na Ghanaian voter no. Ono ngasa onim ne ope. Na anye se anumdwa obedwa no sabe afidie so no. Ana obehwe so ato aba. Amanfo no hwe obeye MP. Ana se obetra akonya kese so no. Niema wodi egu akomu a aboa no ana mababo atumpon. Ena amuso so etraba na obu wo a ofriwe bodi sa but anya bafo na ebeba ne krom kra onko ho eye ba ko onko onya hwe wo ho election time do no dimnika onya sana the people there they know say politics inti ena oaba but sometimes Adibia ebesibia no Samson eno mo wo ho. Maybe MP obi. Na wo di secondary school ni ho. Yan to some di fear start secondary school. Amenne e wo bo di senior high school. Patam ho wo de bisa.
Wa wo fear na wo start senior high school no.
Yes. And ya bu secondary school kese wo di a abayan kasa absorb wa. Ebua enkwala na mo patam ho. Ena na ya MP no bo di na ho nya district. Na Jaboso na ya district no. Enne bo di ya district. Emma, never be brave na koso ewo important bo. Ensuo, enkanea, school dine, clinic. Ya boa ama central government aye ewo ho. Yenso modern bo e dey common fund enne education fund aye. Enti okọ somo na amafo na ga ni esanso hi aye ewo body maintenance. Enti enye 10 days to election and I say 1 month to election so we dimika na wakota wa oya fanfare o de ayi system machine bu kmo homache na kola bi diwachi na o
Asempa FM.
ana ma ho beta wa ma eto ba no ye no obi ehu say chagro na ye dia nanka na eda fam
na gap na you're saying
about 2,600.
Oh, 2,600.
Yes.
2016 now gap you're saying
2016 about I think 7,000.
7,000.
Yes.
There was a drop of more than 4,000 though.
No, assessment they will say previous register na year. Now amount of was about 45,000. Now say here to no. Now total register na year 33,000.
Oh, okay.
What you say? And you know, over so we rare performance now. This is what strategic those percentages, no.
Oh, sure, no.
And so what more level at say you're gaining, and I say you see.
And this is your 4th term and our 3rd term.
5th term.
Oh, 5th term.
5th term. Yes.
Hey, and there's something he walk up out.
And as I said, that's all who said. So Obi, I call myself down 5 times that. As I said, Nippon on 7, and so we are second term Ghana Edin. Over here, I'm people in DC. You call 2020 promise here. No, say never be.
Yeah, it's a tissue.
Also on promise. Yes, you know, so this I know, I don't know, I'm going to our wages because 7, yes, I'm not for almost 20 parents and I travel money. Never necessarily Nippon a year BB. A month for no epe. A month for me, some for. And no matter what you do, a month for no, our GDA, our sending penalty.
And Enra, betima ka say Enra na enne say ya homachin. Dabio. If we non do eko nyina no na ye hwemo on the floor of parliament, of course. Now ka 7th parliament in the dissolution of the 7th parliament. Yes, swear 8th parliament ni nyina na ye hwemo. I don't know. Oman uhu Samson na he as part of the gidi no.
No,
net odin no.
Me ne se o tu sa na mo no bi baby asa na mo tu no obi an obe obi baby an no. Unso onyo obi abeti metwa fa no so na obeti mesisi. He might not be doing that loud, you know. Unso me wo me stand am dey ba awie. But me hu se me mpene de besi sa kasa se fata no me hu ne bi but me ma show or a schema. Or a sound cofona. You not see them. But obetime nyanyoma bebre su kopim so because me service no. You don't know agent chat no call baby. I know them man.
But honorable Samson, what it means let's say before say mobile walk into the chamber.
Yeah.
From the decision to go and sit on the right side of the speaker through to Nioma a course soon mo allow Emma obi mfa the vote in chere and it was well planned and modeba na mo strategy be amu implemented.
That's my kind of say. Nye course na yeah standing orders no. And constitution no. Ghana constitution no. ashe ato
Asempa FM.
na the standard orders no a chere majority and minority ye na ni say to abaye Ghana for anka se obia atibia ekuta majority asat eneda ana say na yako akosai ana say no grade 8 parliament because MPP umukuta 137 NDC yekuta 137 nti yakodu ho no na MPP for adika akopa ayi sa majority side na I the right hand side of speaker na anka yan na yakodu ho na obi enu ho no na mo so ekuta majority na etrese etrawa ayi. I don't understand why I do not say a young people for Kunya. Obi, what can the see across say? Another and I do understand after 12 o'clock and at the second parliament. About ye. Until from 12-1. Another and now I'm a pay a real program. I want to say so in the parliament of Ghana. And then I'm also can say. I'm for no more majority in the
Asempa FM.
No. Yeah. Not from Sobia any more. And one say the word secret ballot. You can't secret ballot. I say anything. 777. First year political science student. Kurano. They can't secret ballot. What you say? Secret ballot. I say anything. Old market and out on Peturia, but Jana Fetcher. How be? You can't secret ballot. I say, oh, market and I saw on Peturia. Masu Obi, no who's there. Abana Mutu no any. Is that secret ballot? And she said, before I will be a woman and name of that. Said they are the apostles of democracy. Nothing. Parliament, I never be. I said, DPR for election, Bobby, and I say, yeah, primary school and a secondary school election today. Parliament of Ghana, you see, Cassino, from my show, anyone I say, yes, 60 ballots. Some people force it a bit. The ballot, the name of two years. No one per se, now you have to say, 60 ballots. So we decided to say, no, if it is indeed secret ballot, yeah, we will not allow say even more about my own 2 years to the factory to be and send out the other can say I don't want to know what we wish open the position a boot no
yeah
be a okona temperature and I say oh marking no now ballot box no now between side no and MPP for there no but be a keeper akonya
yeah.
And any panel talk, I before more the left side of the speaker. And you are traveling here, all moving towards the right. Now, Uncle to young mom about I will to the left side on Sanawaba. Just because your mom won't tell you that. For left side, no, not just to me who say what someone. Are you okay? And you went on the survey. Transfer nuclear, we are over much. And she also a determined yeah, man, indeed a secret ballot. Let's allow the principles of secret ballot to work.
And in your attempt to prevent an illegality, you also engage in probably worst form of illegality. How do you justify Momore actions? No, Mubuti ballot boxes, essay, voting screens, and
I now describe on the West Form, which to me no relative because Obian who of course but oh yeah, then no say now the force of back say also about the here. That's what will happen. And Obian who are the Obutu, but you saw what happened there. Former deputy chief of staff, who will know Obasinho, Obapaya, that kind of how they go. I will be telling them, And on that, what you say? It happened. Yeah. And you know, this one, and in attempt to correct wrong, you know, yes, we have committed is that offensive. And you know, and I'm a result in
what condemn MPP for now, and you move vote extra, you know. Would you be bold to also condemn your colleagues? Because you share video, no share, obi to say, Oman, honorably, John Jenapo, or Che Masal, but couldn't share form, ko booty, ballot box, and all of those. Now, and share them Che. Would you be bold to condemn your colleagues as well?
Who's that? Jenapo, Obi, Emane, Etito,
Something, please. Remember, yes, I did. You are 2021. Don't do what you are attempting to do. So you are a key member of the NDC and a revered member of Parliament. We are in 2021. 2020 no. Yem pene mane san fama 2021. Inti wo catch the Ghana for we are kete we say the akosu fie no anaju no nwotwe. Ebe si en na wi ani udi nkomo wan hunu se John Jenapo your skills bia wan
so I wouldn't see that when actually I didn't see Jenapo.
Oh, okay.
It's almost now okay.
And who has unya videos ni being shared?
Yeah, my friend,
oh, okay.
Okay.
But Ebia can say what happened. I mean the infractions of the law said Yawa Kano the abuse of secret ballot process, no. Carlos Ahenkra Okoshim ballot papers are not the Jane, the see ewo ye bubu, you know, voting screens near say ballot boxes. Of Nations. What do you say?
Carlos Ahenkra, and I walk on him, ballot papers. I all die and it is supposed to edit.
Now, I don't know who.
What's it?
And who?
Oh, no, I don't know. Action was a single action.
Asempa FM.
So, what was that? A poor home who sent to my own. Until I'm a kind of time. But Carlos, the energy. Oh, no, yeah. Of course, you know, be that way. Oh, for Chairman supposed to work. Chairman supposed to and I probably know that I'm going to say, not Chairman supposed to. Everywhere my Carlos said, hey, Junction. Anna, Carlos, let them liquor. I call him, Adena. I was up to happening. When you're clear, obviously, Carlos, I have to oh, yeah. What I say? And you know, who my on your boat? I am going to know, wrong doing, no. Now I'm out of obedience and I did. But say, oh, because of when I say, look at when no shop, say, a full member of Parliament. Obey, Adena, oh, yeah. Huh? I did no. Now, I last but one. Hello, minority side of hope. And then on them to wow, I don't go to a 10 months was anymore, anything come on, and some of them kind of opinion. But we're free 10 months was to what?
To tell you the truth, Honorable, like many other Ghanaians, no, Enradi and Yoma be shocking. I mean, from Carlos, the SDA to the NDC members need so NDC members transfers on the floor.
Very shameful.
Everything shocked everybody. The course when running there. And I am a bit surprised in your cases, so no. So Carlos there. And now say you're bold to condemn. Why do we condemn some and leave the others? Honorable.
Oh, I am the man in the past. I saw nothing. Actually, oh, sir, it's in big bar. Every crowd is supposed to never bow. Now, I don't know. Carlos, look at 100 meters or him and any or quiet. And you want to cry over
Ubenya ni ehu no.
I'm always there. Carrots now, we are about to press what the God. But we know, so we're shit, but yeah, I didn't see you know. Not a year. Who knows the winner at the court? Because there were a lot of people around. I'm being done with you.
Okay, let's make progress. In this year, the speaker election was held. Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagbin Ewini, he is the speaker of the 8th Parliament. That should be some great news for more NDC.
Exactly. Bueno, excellent. Yankopon Pebone. Bueno, excellent. Indeed, NDC. Yeah, one majority seats our Parliament. And I'm before after a Gambone, he said. On better military and that. How much you sit now? Yeah. I don't think, and I am couple. I said, I'm going to be I'm a one who said, yes. I am before almost. I don't know I'm at the moment.
Asempa FM.
I was a model for Tiquine and Pato Namoje. Many uncle for my mamma. I don't think, and I'm Alan. 137. And I'm a what?
Yes.
Yeah, 138. And I'm going 136. And about who essay.
Why they announce this our result? Was it announced?
Oh, so yes, I told you out to yet. Yes, I told you have to say, yes, segregated. No, Toma, Professor Ope.
Yes.
And I ain't no Toma. Right honorable speaker, Bagman Sudiana Ebuho. And about one essay, Nipano. Eddie kind to Emma okay. And our day friend can't see me. And I was saying Emma Babel. That was the basis to reject it. And not a more segregation I'm also saying and now you want 3 components.
Yeah.
1 air for okay, 1 air for Babel. And now you're not actually. And I am one. Now you can 136. Sorry, 130. Yeah, 136. No, ever. And about phone to say, and I'm about 137. 275. Who you wanted to tell from Akase? Akase 138. Because if we start correct, no, I'm also 275. No, Obiya. Obiarti. It's who you continue here. That's it. I want to get
Ekosiisen On Asempa
I want to
FM.
get Babin. Abayas to talk Parliament. And yes, and this is for an energy. I said, apostles of democracy. Also, Mama and Muniji. Say Babin. Abayas to talk Parliament. Now, Babin, dear, I will say, me, atwa if you 15 years. Na minimum.
Asempa
And this is
FM.
where I know. But minimum of a panel. Send you it. On no pay. Sabi. On pay. On purpose the bill. On my cancer. And this is when the unity. Say, and this is why every business here. Obeya. So there was a tear manner. I'm sure that who can win the power.
Yeah.
Of a team of Jumaya, who don't send it up in here. Say, oh, Mamma, NDC. MPP and a city in them because and I go on yet to PK. How about before because Oba was what is that? I am this you know. I was said something wouldn't do a now but Oba surprise that is happening for you. And it is this democracy. And you know, now I want na
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
Obia kama onye kama na Ghana enkoso
military and police personnel in realm no.
No.
We am shell.
Oh, me man because I shall tell my win. Say be there for phone. Your president for the most of the phone. But
Asempa FM.
No cry, and you know, be up on it. You go real busy. You know, be at them. You do man. Now, you know, be at them. You know, no. I don't see. I'm not not a movie. In fact, most of my whom is not the movie. So that one by any Mokuyan, I could see a movie. Someone queer. So that one by an enemy, so Mokuyan, I could see a center. Someone queer. What it? Now I hope some Emma Gun. As you someone what is said. A side there for Ghana the Mutia. Unlawful entry by.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
Fully armed. Who would take you? And I'm what about Timbamu? Massa. Nana for father. On for the 90s. Now, and I cannot. I had also. I then, on the quantity, and every the trouble, they say, $50. Must see any open.
Asempa FM.
They just walk straight towards the NIA. So you're from that's what they do. Now,
Honorable, yes, suspended sitting of parliament, say you're trying at the inauguration of the president-elect, Jumediana Atwaso. Whom were now were
yeah, the inauguration of Nana Atwaso. Nasa Nana Kufuor, yeah, president. Yeah, Nana Kufuor, engineering to Musa, or president of Ghana. Engineering to Musa, Wana Abana. And you know, they had an Supreme Court. Now, it's not Supreme Court, but they're not administrative so, we are taking on the decision that we will not participate in that unlawful, illegal, corona. I'm before boy any other commission boy. And I don't want to do good. And you have taken a decision that after the inauguration, in another country, will not participate in that inauguration.
And now, who were here at the time?
Now to come back.
Now to come Kofi. The one should be cry.
Oh, that's my what is the comment?
What's it?
Radio comment.
Asempa FM.
Honorable Samson, Mamma Nasi, Bibiani, I was about Hobio. Why? Made Asepa, official Panso. And to Samson, here MP for the Body constituency, Ekosiisen Suni, higher Asempa 94.7. FM. Me ba chobe timi aba Facebook live na obaba be hwe ewo ho. Some of the videos more bia ena farm into videos ayeka ho asem ne o me course o parliament wo anya bia nhwe. Misrel nyame adom yensa ka videos on Facebook oba videos say we dey the first Carlos dey no wo ho. John Janapomo dey so ewo ho into all those videos ni nyina no ewo ho time ye declare Bagben as winner na minority me say minority and they all come minority majority anu ahwe ni na NDC caucus ne bo se ne ade no you would see all those videos no on Facebook live ebia na fa obehu ni nyina oman into what the something na he e atuja
oh yeah say osifo mo no naniwa ekuja no dio no ohu ye no but I'm fasa kwenya we sumbo election quarters team member mo baso ekuabachwa ne Abednago ana fi ampofoje ana me boss oti akwasi agman AC ohene ana Nyameke Insura FM ana your good self ana miankasa and the team Sarah ne Martha ne Efiamankwa Diamond mo ene CJ ne Anochiwa Bamo, you know, we continue to demonstrate the reason why. As I said, the far Nyama etise Ghana for eti for ni ahwe for ene nipa dodo na etise omo de omo to yeso if you say a money money konangasa. So team multimedia always the best team you can rely on, especially when it's on matters of national interest like this. Accuracy in our reportage, fairness, objectivity, and that boldness. No, it me edit to back to I'm saying in come on in Edino. I am very hopeful. Say ye koye nim as o mine no share from another danko kufu adone se ma waka any impo yeso en in ne se mo kan ya de mi hu wo mu ni se ono de waje atum preku pese ba bia o man Ghana edu no what it shows clearly and it say se ye kabum na ye dwene o man Ghana ho na yenya sa mpuntu ni kanko ene nioma ese fata ebema Ghana ni di hye bia etimi ho atono na ne ho ahare no. The details of what's going to transpire in the next parliament, 8th parliament of the 4th republic there ebeba so but de bia da no para me come say yes ofi echi eni abufunu bia ba abufunu we de ebeka ansa na ya twaso because ya sha finance sa no esu ni ban bi wa intempa no ya ntwitwa so a emmoye nyina ko bibia da no amanyo semfo no ebini mu nsusuye ne sesabe ni me benkum efri yenifa if say wo hwehwehwehwehwa ene na bia onyambe adome na besesade a amanyo semeye from time immemorial majority of the percentages has been self-centered, self-interest and unnecessarily partisan. And bibia da say wo dwene Ghana ho a Ghana nye ntokwaman so wo dwene Ghana ho ko a Ghana nye didi ateman so wo dwene Ghana ho a on chain Miles Mills and Akora enkofa ballot box so wo dwene Ghana ho a o yes eye mrahye bedwani a onko butu eye nhihye egu ngu fom o dwene Ghana ho a onkofa mashal enene nkokonto kiki o dwene Ghana ho a onye chinchini because asem ne say eye Ghana ana wo dwene no de ehye me ya ne say na wiase no ya be global village de ye nyina ye nsem na nipa nyina so agi atum nipa dodo na agi atum say Ghana eba eye kemam nke bia mamu se beba asumdwe eba kase ho ti ho a ene ebi brem ni wiase afra na nyina nkro dodo na ehwe so e di esuan na saa nioma ensem fata no etimi akoso from eye nra no ngotwe she edwumedi na se ya na egusu nsem ni bo no ma nsem ni kwa odwunu kwa onti ase so ati nsem ni bo wa ba bia mo hye mra no mo na ma demonstrate to ye ba mo tumi se mo nko hye mra man no se mo ntimi ni mra so.
What I found interesting is anytime leadership on both sides ebe o ma say we dey yen kwose kokom ni yen ho yen san bra wo se omo ko ba pele ni omo atai I was surprised omo jai ma de ne course
but me same be one metiti akra na me I'm disappointed. Some of them they have the courage to talk to us and tell us na they see Japan ni China ni you know how do you do this comparison? How do you do this comparison? Sebe same phone same here and same bu abem paikro SM man ma she bedwafo ni bikikan. I don't want to go by calling out names. Very shameful. Your power should make all of us suffer. Move here and then you go and just keep yourself together and keep smiling and laughing. Why do we continue to deceive ourselves through politics like that? Why?
And immediately after swearing in,
by deceptive. We should not encourage. And nothing you cause a man you say momo yamna nada. It is a politics. So, who is a sympathizer of the MPP or the NDC or any other political party, if you don't really want to kill yourself, just don't enter with every soul that you have. We are losing our patriotism. And Obi, a mebunu so manya kwenya, ewa manyo semuno. Ya do na muadie. Muadie because I can talk the way I'm talking because many bebre o. Do na muadie. People don't understand that. Sa kwenya na wonya no. E ya dom ne humobro bi na do akogina ho. Sabi o constitution no, you're not the only wisest person. And we are learning from you. It is dear to me now penti o pesa Ghana bo. Dear to me. Na Ghana bo wi wana oberuli wan. Dear to me. Ya so sa and look at where say onyo nyame intervention and when we get to from Enwanaju to Anopa Bebe 11 or mobile into conclusion. Why? Just a simple matter of Yakotoa Bamunshi say muno. You see, my Yajia to say a secret ballot. We no sono as I see a chihun konya kote sikabe nakisaga to choke you about boss so God will punish you. Why? If people are practicing this kind of democracy in their country, so be it. But not in this country. Not in this country. So I think that it's high time. Maybe the main problem is with journalists now. The politicians should not, and we should not allow them to take us for granted. 2021, we should meet them boot for boot. Because it is here necessary to serve as a check on them. They've taken us for granted too much. That's why me acknowledge and me appreciate the speaker or acknowledge the media no say bra be brand train yes they take us for granted. They disrespected too much
and the selective
you know it is too much.
Say MPP ni bana ubusana
it's too much. That's why me say we don't want to know the MPP truth. Neither do we want to know the NDC truth. We go by it. Yeah. That's why a brass say we should add up in terms of knowledge and wisdom in the job that we have said here. And you can see a lie add your PhD, your first degree, your second degree. It doesn't make us fool. We should continue to tap into wisdom and do a lot of research. Because if we are to rely on these politicians, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We don't elect people to this August house to misbehave and tell us that we should call them honorables. We don't elect people to this house to lie, to fight, to go contrary to the constitution that we believe in and tell us that we should call them honorable. It's a shame.
Very.
It's a shame.
Very. Very. And I agree with you. In your mind initial comment, I don't know, Kwesi German, editor, Adom News Room. Senior Kwaba, let's say,
we boko.
Koye.
You Adom, you are one day. I think come to
Enra, Minimsana Mo TV, so
yeah.
You stayed throughout the night.
Sure.
Kafra say asin atwe won sign do aba ha bi.
Okay.
Abre was saying the cry hwe na pound tem yetimi ekokoda. But I mean monitoring from TV ehwe nyoma na ekoso no. Na eden na ekọ team. What was running
na me say enye Ghana na me wo no. Enye Ghana mra hye bedwam na sanse musisi. Na eye oman foforo so hu nsem na mehwe. But many ba me hu so say Ghana na me wo no. This is the first of its kind. Enje. What say obidi ne shebre she unsem fomfie nan. No se wato abamma. Kokko hye mra. Na emra no mfa empuntuo emma omaimu a. Eye asodie no de ama wo. Wanfa ama wo se kokko kan bo so asem. Koye de wo pe. Na se ukọ na kokoye bibisa. Na nipa na omo eto abama o se ko hono mo di omunwamo eba ne sa
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM
se onumu a ekitaifo no party for no so mo ko primaries ana omo yo omo congresses na omo kuntokwa ono abede na betumi aka because e di na da so si uye onumnyamfo obi oye onumnyamfo bia na se wudi mu Ghana henyina over 38 million people.
About 31.
32, yeah. Good. Okay, thanks for the correction. Yeah. Now, when your opportunity, say obe some woman, na uko could design your masabu.
Asempa FM.
Na me shena trade tour sticker to be near Sumunu, near Marshal, Ubia or Juma as a civil servant near Sumunu.
Our move come not to election, and I was like,
me pa. Me sa constituency na sa MP forum ko di sanya nanka I wage a campaign against them say next time yen so mu parliament if so money yen mu suban no emfata so me emna sabjafo ahoho aba o mai mu amampanyi ahoro e wo bibre mu ha ete ha o mo hwe TV o mo hwe ne ekoso na yegu ye hu anim asese a eye enya fine entinu sisi ana so die na da yes entrefo so yen ye sese ye ka yesu kokoto waba munko yi mu speaker ena yem pene ntokwa we dia kwakire we secret ballot ena ye den at the end of the day no enye skirt and blouse omkoto skirt and blouse na ye to aba no eno a no mkoto ye senka ye ka say kon party discipline finchi mu a anke bia owura Gbagben we ani nkunim na so MPP fo di bi ato ama no enne na make o TV so say rejected ballot rejected me kana me boss esi o hire no osre enu bia na e bae na me magie di se nipa na ebu apayo na ko ba ne san na nipa mienu omo afa omo say there be ye ba koto ha well it is their choice but so gina ho ma omanfo na the omanfo no be ka kire wo no ene na oba baye enti se wo kono koye dia office beboa okay but owura Gbagben that's the godfather of the parliament from Fourth Republic. He has been there. Yeah. He's a whole institution. As I say, obi ahwe susua de na wa yeshemu e wogidie se adwuma na obeye no obeye ne kwan so na edi nkabom aba na mom MPP ni NDC sa I'm seeing something Ekosiise On Asempa FM no be sadie kwa fomfie na ya emwa wo boa emwa ne se na ese be koto ba wo obedi nkunim no yetuma bum no adi nkunim na wo obedi nkugo nso poto no akoba bia tra ekoba ho a na manya kwan de mope but in our democratic experiment it's proper so bo say yes now ye wo opposition a or yes speaker nominate no ye boni di ye to no so aba no ruling government nankasa ne nkofo di bituma opposition na je so omahu bibi woni mu eno ena me giri se ebeboa na kwankwa ye se me de me wo me fanti professor Michael Kwe onso abaye ne de the time aso well enu anisanka okoni baby onu so wo enipa bebiri a obetumi di aboa Gbagben na mum no ma NDC fo nkoji ntaw mani ase se sunsum sorry say ye de ena ye de speaker aba ena ye de be wu adapa dabi if so owura Gbagben ankasa no latter part of the political career with the NDC kura na nsem boom ye be ka 2016 chairman Sabos majority leader mo no mo call any constituency ko ye campaign man no ansa na primaries no fam enye na che say wo hwa o mankasa no o mo penasem nti saban is fine but the course ni dear me pa se sa MP se kaloso hinkra John Gina Pomu pa so mo constituency ka me I wage a crusade against them say my ensomo mu biom if somebody anugase na ebre na dem ye some supporters enso we ye bia obetumi anya kugudu akoka asrafo no so kopɛ den ho asrafo no ɛde pa na mo kopɛ ho because asrafo do mpie baby pɛ na yenim sɛ ɔhyewbɔ nibiri asɛm ɔmo kopɛ den ho afi bi do be say adan mute ni ku dita bi na eba na but say no mo saso mo ba dem say well ɛde na mo bɛpɛ ho
but when him on yes we raise asraf for the end because now me say e share in seminar nkasa one after my general comment no but on asraf for the end no Honorable Murtala Muhammad
Muntaka
Dabi
Mutala. Okay. Tamale Central. Is it Central? Yes. Tamale Central. Yes.
Tamale Central.
Well, Madam Football, we mate.
Oh, okay. On the Joy News, Komo after say Speaker suspended Parliament for the inauguration of the President. In some of KFA, soldier for about Parliament.
What is important is that people must understand that institutions ought to be respected. And that is why I still insist that it was Honorable Nitol who called the unacceptable.
So I ask you again, if you were asked to provide evidence, where would it be?
I confronted him. I was there when he was making the call, and I confronted him. I asked him whether he didn't feel embarrassed about what he was doing. When he made the call, I confronted him. When they came, I confronted him. So he may lie, but I wasn't the only person.
And what was his response to you?
Well, he didn't say anything. Look, we were about 3 other members of parliament. We were there. He made the call in the chamber.
So you have witnesses?
Yes, I have witnesses. He made the, and that is why I think that there should be thorough investigation. The sanctity of this house must be protected. Could you imagine tomorrow any other person inviting any group of people who come here with guns, assuming there was a trigger, motivated military officer among them. Anything could have happened. They were fully armed. That is completely unacceptable. It's an affront to our democracy. It's insulting to the sanctity of this house. And I think that we need to condemn this and demand proper investigation.
On Asempa FM.
Into direct allegations, the defense minister of the republic, MP for Bimbila, and also in chain and of far phone phrase so you have one emerim. Is it something you believe? I mean, what Jen is saying?
Well, as someone can on one side of the story now can.
Yeah.
Yentie wun so anudisem. Say yentie wun so anudisem and ebe hu bebia no krenda because they be a case no kre wen krabata miensa
say all witnesses now other 3 MPs agent hobi
other 3 MPs o me NDC MPs and MPP MPs
no
aha ejinu nitiwul ebe abeyi no wano now because at the time na soldier for no ni nitiwul onye defense minister he is not the time betwem 4 years na so president a new appointment we have entered new day yenso the in Ejinu okwan ben so na obenya that capacity sa hoɔden na obe order ejinu no onye defense minister biom well yentwe no so be yi ano na se sa na tie dia ene na ntwa yi efi se emra hye badwam die a policefo civil servants emra ena mo de adwuma enye the use of brute force because they do hono na enye ampanso senka omanye professional and to ya ekada the assembly enti sad ye ni die ma ensibium say ye parliament eno so enkrabata eka kememe eminke bia memuo no mapa aban krabata ehemra ohono ye de mra na ye adwuma na asojafo be wura ho ekuratuo no enye it's condemned now.
Yeah, Shasi Benya, Honorable Dominic Nixon.
But in the first place,
or then a reaction.
Absolutely no need. A soldier for an entry. I don't know why the least thing near resort to soldier for the soldier should not be common to us.
Yeah.
And there was, apart from the misbehavior and intolerance of certain members of parliament. Now, Bibia niwa here say asrafo ebeba
but the soldier also the command na yejuma who
but that's what I'm saying I am not interested for now in even the command the need for them to be there in the crown and a non-starter and then the command no one ma command their parliament and I love the spirit of some members of parliament that fiercely resisted them to get back and they say we know ourselves. We are harmless. We are not going to kill one another. We disagree to agree. Pamcho Monko Hanya Asra for them. Then we can have a conversation. So what I don't like about Asra for the is in as much as we are independent, but they are most more we are revered. No. So other institutions, some of their utterances against Kwesi the police Kwesi yeah, very some of the members of parliament
especially the NDC side
they're very unfortunate.
Yes,
very unfortunate. We have to be we have to also be blunt. If we are being blunt with what they said, say when we support them, some of them if that is how they want us to relate to them, we relate to them on that same level. Because if you want institutions of state to work, let's start giving and according each of the institutions. Because Obin Chain will be. When you are calling for equity,
you come with clean hands.
Please.
Yes. But Oman Uni may worry. And Kwesi, maybe the NSA, we all agree, say, soldier for ne bar on the yard papa. Soldier for and rap parliament keke.
Command.
And we have to find out who invited them.
That's what I'm saying.
The Honorable Tamale Central MP are making allegations.
But that's what I'm saying.
And I think Dominic Nitti will shoot.
That's what I'm saying. Obi, me need problem here with looking out for whoever.
Yes.
And acting in a manner that was very wrong to me and unnecessary. Unless say be a nipa ne ba be say as of that material moment, no one who's be the ammunition be a nazi be
immediately after
the
Obiko Bubu
voting screen.
But personally, I think that it was of no relevance.
Abdul Malik Bekubako said, regardless of who might have invited the military into the chamber of the House, that military presence was a needless intrusion and unwarranted escalation of the already bad situation. Contempt of Parliament. I will support an investigation into that negative development.
Abdul Malik. And upon me trying to me reaching around by 9.
Okay.
Then line and go through because na me pe in Chimuka Krebi and in Tiasebi every Nehonum. Oh, senior.
I'm Professor Ransford Jampo in Associate Professor of Political Science and Director of the Center for European Studies, University of Ghana. Professor Jampo.
Professor Jampo.
Professor Jampo.
Oh, I don't know.
Professor Jampo. Yeah. There's a motto.
Prof, what time is it to Professor Jampo?
Who is the elder of the Church of Pentecost?
Well, you better draw about Apostolic Empowerment Ministry.
I didn't hear.
Or one fine gentleman, or useful for the work of God and useful for Mother Ghana.
The work of one.
No, more enough people are more impacted generations than that. For example, you say what you're going to say.
Prof. Now, Prof, we have a call there. Official Panso. Majidis with interest in politics in Ghana, no, we pay close attention to their course in Parliament, free Enra and Najo to Ahomachi Besi and pay. In one word, how would you describe the Uhu on TV?
Normal for a parliament that can be described as hanged.
Normal
for a parliament that can be described as
Ekosiisen On Asempa
because a hanged parliament,
it
says political parties now our parliament obi ni ahoden or constitute what we call majority. Yendu sabi so that in the history of Ghana's Fourth Republic, yendu be that. And today is the first time. And you know, first time renting ama enyama bia eko so hono aye nipa one. But quite normal. It fits into the whole theory we call legislative violence. The legislative violence essentially you are talking about a clash between members of parliament, oftentimes triggered by a hung parliament, divisive issues, and tight boots. Now, although the sight of members of parliament say it is quite incongruous with the legislature's stately image, you know. And see the parliamentarians, you know, and they are prone to stress and anger. And to Usha theory, you know, exception a part of just all the MPs brought together, fill a house with members of parliament
on Asempa FM,
and then make sure that they are filled with fire of partisan ardor and perplex them with doubt as to the personal gain or loss that may follow their votes on the question at hand, and instill in them with some envy of and ill will towards their fellows, and you would naturally have abundant cause for them to want to fight. All that is needed is an excuse, and once the excuse can always be found, you know, normal. You see, near me, anytime we walk a hung parliament, none of the political parties, you know, has majority, you know. The political party be or per se or fakwan be so outsmart, and I say never be the other side and any balance. The other side you boot for boot. Now quite normal. Ghana happen. It happens all over the world. Well, and you know, for me, even though it been seen that in the history of the Fourth Republic, you know, the kind of parliament Yenya says so, and this will be seen that in the history of Fourth Republic. And you know, and you whom ye ahomacheno ABC anope But I want to believe, sir, yeah, near a money, then say, of course, I would say was done by some members of parliament elect. Now they have been sworn in as honorable members of parliament. And my dream, see, the kind of leader of parliament firm and stern and somebody who, by all indications, show say obey fair now. Me did say some of these features are characterize legislative violence. And it says, I shall say no, so share empo says black no say idea or 2 million and 9C from and active proactively and can be a baby guy could do quite do sa. But my dream the clerk was too weak and almost unprepared for the job.
But to be fair to him, Prof, to be fair to him, anybody in his position, no, any the barrage of attacks are not about. So we're confused, though.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
Near make sense say or you proactive and or you firm and on that week in my view. And ka adena area course quickly. You summon the leaders, okay, behind the scenes. Now you mako kasa. And then how? I want to say there is a principle of secret ballot. Secret ballot, a political theory. J.J. Rousseau, expert, so you say, to enable the general will of the citizenry to be known and expressed on any given matter. There should be, voting should be undertaken by secret balloting. In Ghana, a criminal for say who to aba obecha empenina obibehu. And and na parliament for amafa efi the political theoretical angle or a constitutional provisional angle. Now, Modia Beshe almost standing orders, Muse, yeah, to Sabana, say a secret ballot. Send your bear and conform you on one cast or mutini or margin and betwaba. Ain't you say, Obi, ya, dear, a undermine secret ballot now say a member of parliament to be who now or draw attention, not a day.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
As a same clerk or someone and the leaders now call you Mokasa. Na on your Oyenasa and Kayen do the baby. Osha in the selection of the first deputy speaker and the second deputy speaker. No, say, Esan so Shiamo na or discuss it, and no, I'm mananye. Basa na say gidi young kosem so into American so make us in my view now or a week and appear unprepared for the job and say or you're very much prepared that he should have anticipated near a course nanka usiom behind the scenes nanka the issues that have been raised by Muntakal Mankabi anka omu ehwe so anu anka ye ndu le bia e du ye na when am who say obi to say Abambagben, 28 years of experience.
Asempa FM.
Second deputy speaker of parliament and so for some time. And now or before I obedu and Bibi Awodi, now you could not see him as your typical NDC parliamentarian, always doing the bidding of
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
Or you'll be now when you arise edubibia will assume the position of a statesman. And my dream minimum say experience or war and quadari or parliamentary proceedings morning as a foreigner. So who say near maybe a features of hang parliament parliament wa ebema basa ye tisenia ye hu ye na jono ebi ba. He will know how to meet people behind the scenes, to talk to them and to address differences before they get to plenary. Esan say ye try sem no o say ye hwe papa ni nsua na ye hwe papa ni nsua na ye nim say san say maybe to me ekos wo UK, ebi to me cost wo South Africa, ebi to me cost wo Uganda na sefo. But enya the papa as say ye hwe ni nsua. Nti wo hia leader or you quite proactive or persona and pedigree or yes term, or yes fair. Na for yes fair so obi antumi nrafo no. Ono na so di anymore time to time he would bring together people behind the scenes to iron out differences before you get to the plenary. You know, my dream nothing is lost. Governance
on
and
Asempa
that this particular
FM.
parliament would not suffer. I want to believe, sir, at the end of the day, near year and the parliament of course say ombeye amaye to be a comment to say yeah the ABA abide the eco parliamentar. It will be subjected to so much partisan discourse and there will be rancor, acrimony, and tension. I trust in the pedigree and competence and experience of Abam Bagbin say, Ubekumi steer the affairs in a manner that will ensure that governance wouldn't suffer.
And on the premise, they see a normal in hung parliament of this nature, no, or more I call it for investigations, ni entry MPs, ni biasoni adeno, any necessary for now, right?
Around the time when we are no MPs, so no MPs,
MPs
elect,
yes.
They had not been sworn in. Until minim pape akwefa okofa ballot papers are not each other. I mean, this was a now or they coin. This one now or they call. Or friend the driver, driver spark car and the corner, or the cook one answer the question and pass it. If I may dream one in China, way now, Emma, are you called to explanation
on Asempa FM?
Explanation and not explanation, and make sense, Kaka. Say, I did you over only by ya. On one cassa to Navocasa, make her out to the end of the year. Beshini Pupubli.
And see, we should let sleeping dogs lie, right?
My dream, Minjin, say, it's in your son, I take Ghana for. Oh, say, airport, they were all calm. Oh, they were all calm. Yes, I take. And now, to me, na a ya, to me, a homasua, a ya, majority for war, or muddy main, some more parliament, no. Say, a bit hobium. Ain't you no near course we Ebema Obia Francis because Obia that Tano has it. If you would be cautious and you approach the conduct of parliamentary proceedings with some trepidations and respect. They say, you know, one say or one cast or more calm one to say a majority and minority.
Yeah.
Strategic majority way. Before then, one to say or say said there is no hang parliament and there is majority, then there is minority. Not for. I may say, Papa, I may say, I did a course on Ghana for voting pattern this year, no, last year.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
If you say no, there's nothing like minority majority. We na munko work munko yeduma together. Ain't na MPC for kofa MPP for ko nyatna so no. We no manya ho ahode ankasa mon sorry. Obuja na sa because say upe obi antumi nne obi any strength
obi awo 137
nyama bebre a course no to say papa ya the pass injunction dan so nti monto aba okoto ye na sefo na nia ebinum ye ya ye feel say na ehun hia amanfo bi kase bia entwe o maso no migidi say essence say we ehia we
Asempa FM.
NDC for any MPP, na MPP for also any NDC no. On the fact a peaceful way be at their resolve differences are. Emma enquire say you are trying to do in somebody. Emma on why aggressively on the defensive. Tina me can say I am passive. Asin North MP no. I am passive or dual citizenship in say. Or a member of parliament, even to me, decent and so, and then and I said, any
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
Will be tried by force, I say, or short to NDC 4 numbers, and I said, but I want to believe, sir, in the process of doing that, you know, and adversarial and because yes,
but Prof, decent there was a high court decision restraining him from holding himself up as MP elect and even presenting himself to be sworn in. That service was served on the clerk. Ono ajitu mu say onya service. Nti decent
Oh, I didn't wɔ hɔ a ɛyɛ a nipa binom yɛ a wohu sɛ ɔnam hwɛ yɛ mpɔfo ɛfrɛ cholerics oyusu mmara kwan no de achieve a certain selfish interest of ɔnam mmara kwan so all right but adwene a ɔde taa akyire no yɛ adwene mmɔne wɔho eti no ɛbaa ne sɛn na ebinom enya asɛm ɛwɔ election ho a yɛde injunction ɛto ɔmo so a ɔmo tumi overturn a court ma ruling bi sɛ esan sɛ nkɔfoɔ ɛna ato abama ne ntin o deɛ moma no nkɔ ne nkɔ so ani na yɛnyɛ asɛm ɛkyire na ebinom so deɛ yɛde ɔmo kɔ anɔpa tututu na ruling ne ba a ewia ketekete nkɔfoɔ kɔyɛ stay of execution no yɛyɛ ne yɛse nipa koro ɔbɛgye stay of execution waba me kurom akyemfo so ɔpɔ yɛhwɛ na yɛhu no na teko ɛto de bi a na wo nam mbra kwan no nso so nanso nipa bi nso tena se ɔmutumi redi adwin bi a ɛte ekyire sɛ ebinom so adwin sɛ yɛbɛfa kwan bi aso ahwɔte mo no mbɛs so woyɛ saa ɛma even though we use mmra no ɛnkɔ minti me ho ase ɛden ɛba nti sɛnea nneɛma akɔso parliament a ade di pefe sɛ sesei deɛ nkɔfoɔ machi ɔmo boot for boot yi yɛbɛfa ngwa kwan so but adwin na ɛtɛkyire no nso so no ɛbɛyɛ in such a way that you may truly be giving meaning to due process and rule of law and not any partisan parochial
interest. Okay. Yo, Prof, my nase and minim sebia the see any normal no it includes soja police for a parliament house hono. And also was normal, right?
I know the ni pakura
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
No we am one kakra me dream ho mentia you
Asempa FM.
My point is, who ordered the military to go to do nothing in parliament? No. Almost aggravate situation. Who ordered them there? In my view, no, it was democratically childish and indiscretion on the part of whoever gave the order, regardless of the weakness of the clerk in ensuring order. Me did say, Marshals now or more no, they could have handled the situation.
Now, Marshals, yenya Marshals, iba akona. Obi tam no to ne twene baby. Where?
Say na de eni bre na ba obi tam ba ko twene baby ase na bebre so wo ho. Nti no ebe ye he kakra nsa na yedin. So just say call ho. You see, ya pesa dodo. So therefore, their mandate is to essentially defend the territorial integrity of the nation. Omokwa yemfa soldier for embassy civilian affairs mu say parliament for eye wonchu na police for na marshals for ha yes soldier for so embeka ho ye ya pesa obehwe na soldier ni on na okura minister back obehwe
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
Enye fe odi soldier for na nkasa kasa they don't like it. This use, abuse and deployment of the military to handle purely civilian matters, is politically nonsensical.
Prof, me and Ase, we'll come back to you when need be. That's a power.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, sure. The Professor Ransford Jampo and I'm and can Ekosiisen in high Asempa 94.7 FM. It's getting interesting, but we've been joined in studio by our very senior. Carl to four abeka Sa ewa but o man hene kwabena santo asanso na kwesi ageman eda so ewa nti before say Carl beba no o man na wanugu asem so a wo kana fe mema
well ebia bema kala but quickly just to say it's a prof in delivery but on the bit of about
majority
decent
okay
no mamino
okay
decent they could have decently
decency
no we were even near what Bijina Bia Yeshemra I knew Mransun so near Tim Rase. One of the dark days I mean Mrs. Saba ne say Omajia Tumpo say if they will err on the side of the air alone. Na Clark asa catch the papa ne say my catch them paying for my sebedrum ho said the court to the abremi new enti se tia oti ho no ana eyam won so say MPP for so omatimi anka we amfa na mmase bedwom na yebu mra so na ha me bu mra so was nyoma be o madara di wo no se subject to scrutiny omagu yani mase pa o omagu yani mase ama ne bro so. Prof, I beg to differ on this one. We cannot compare, and we don't have any decent means of approaching when it's about the law. If the law says A, and we all understand the definition of A, we should not try to be decent about A, because A is A. The way I sit here, no, because there is room for excuses there. Obi, I'm running to be near my organa da. Now, Papa no said, "Yeah, I cost you to dance now, Banosana Tedia." Misuno bro. If the Akosono, he couldn't be a man enough. Now, could be a man you are cemetery dioma.
And Abanos Kotu.
Yeah, but the consequences, no, the party will not be there.
Oh, of course.
Unless the court to the Abania dance here court to Kurani Nano, a Rudu Radasama, and you know, Papa Bianya Day, in Now, number 2 about prof submissions. No. And who raise it he said
majority
yeah
so will be
who can mashi be abako sema bibia ni ho aka say eno no ye ni dom kuma ana dom kase e bia na fe na ye reinvent wheel dia fine yan ye de sanse se na gu ye komu there should be a way to determine who leads the house in terms of a majority leader and who becomes the minority leader because ye nim say party for no 137 and 137 and yet the first time so independent candidate or machine with them today and as a person who join a party be mrabi wo numerical strength and one assembly ka so the independent candidate, you know, if he wants to work with the NDC or he wants to work with the MPP
or numerical strength,
that's it.
They be true, so.
Clearly.
And let me also add, sir, worker standing orders of parliament now. The standing orders define who a majority leader is, and they define who a minority leader. And the majority leader, the leader of the party or parties with more seats in parliament. Into party or parties with more seats in parliament. Minority leader, so the leader of the party or parties with more seats other than the party that formed government.
Okay.
One with difference, no. It is the minority leader is the leader of the party or parties with more seats in parliament other than the party that formed government.
Obi.
You know. Carl.
Obi.
Yes.
Na kwabna santiaka. Nukre trudo.
Okay.
But more importantly, we see standing orders no defining majority leader, but and defining parties.
Yes.
Independent candidate will be my party. He may be independent or not, he's still a party. Until he could be classified as now we'll clarify as parties. Until he can join wherever he wants to join. Now I am majority, even though they are independent. But for me, no.
Professor Jam.
The Benja Prof.
Samson Ahi, Honorable Samson Ahi.
Hello, KBB. Who be saying say, okay, swearing now, or so one share. Because on more or less unrecognized it because one made the case no court.
Yeah, that's true.
But or recognize it question.
Question anyway.
Or recognize it question. Court in place injunction.
Yeah.
So where is the
consistency?
Thank you. Or sorry to use the language. Hypocrisy. And you been here. Who recognize it back, but who recognize it back? Where does it lie? And then I mean, Tiasiano. Mr. Ombubion will explain it. Say, and yet they are applicable to President Akufo-Addo, and yet also applicable to question. Rain or shine. But na many say, I still want to person any majority leader.
Okay.
Any minority leader. And
it's very important.
They cannot be, sorry to say, dilly-dally no mark for parliament, that is what we call run, sir. Woman out at the first and at the earliest time. New in any majority leader, in any majority chief whip, in any say, as a mean, as a quabna sentiment, as a wound. They cannot sit and throw it away.
Yeah.
But from a personal note, I mean, kind of correct. In many ways, no. We share 138, 136, one that just say Nipa Baku free MPP.
Yeah.
Toma.
Ekosiisen On Asempa
And I'm happy for him because he's a personal friend back then. Personal friend.
Okay.
I can't think of a more decent person
Than him.
So, Obenyasa, you know. But it still takes away the fact say Ubinsu to Abama.
Yeah.
What are we going to do about it?
Yeah.
If the court has put an injunction?
Okay. That's an interesting
An illegality vote.
Yeah.
If we go by what the court, the position of the court now.
Yeah. No, but that's an interesting point.
Yes.
When you said I'm training my dreams.
Yes, because
it's an interesting point.
But could be a be frame and say be frame.
Another point, no.
And also a difference, no.
There you are.
And also a difference, no.
But not to have and any problem. That's the situation we find ourselves.
You know, as someone very, very complex. It is funny say court a man back a see and so if you are there, or say papa, my shepherd no contempt. Say contempt.
What happens? One better to
No. You know what the money interesting is Nipani Ra Parliament na yasweni in. Anything he does, if the court should find him guilty eventually, that court's decision is without prejudice to
no, but she and to say Adamu
Sakande.
And to say they are now and omni channel. Bueno, asati.
Yeah.
Before he even got there, no court no say.
I agree with you.
As far as the court is concerned, no. On MP.
I agree.
Well,
the directive was clear. Don't hold yourself up as MP.
Thank you.
Don't present yourself to be sworn in as MP.
It happens that the first court no say, "Anye ye into a uniform." What do you do now? And then the base war. One by appointing new speaker, one by new voting for speaker. And then they say, these are the complexities. For instance, Maminka Bibi, now me share constitution.
Asempa FM.
It had never occurred to me. Say, so Obi winning election, and even the US, Obi winning elections. Now he dies before he's sworn in.
Yeah.
Who becomes the president?
I'm not talking about for. Yes, so we in.
Yes, so we in.
So,
but say no, the animate war. And in the questions now,
some of the lacuna in the
US for no more acting. Yeah, they understand here. And maybe we should start thinking along those lines. But for the moment, you have in the parliament, no, and then the majority.
Who is majority? Who is minority?
It's a good point.
Yes.
But one other thing they say, even here lacuna no, so standing orders now me kind, you know. Who's standing orders now and contemplating your bebrede. For example, see everyone say yeah to a baby. Now, for example, MPP enya 130 seats. NDC enya 132 seats. Now independent candidates 3. Who forms the majority? Ni everyone say independent candidates now your margin say will do business with NPP. NPP nya 130 seats.
By your definition of the standing orders, I would say party or parties. So we must say woman the one who be NPP then that will be the majority.
But the interesting thing again is I will share interpretation segment of the standing orders. Now we say a moment interpretation for all critical words I will use.
But they didn't. But you have parties. You define party because it didn't make provisions for independent candidates.
And I would have to get that into how it defines party within the context of our definition. Our party, political parties in Kwa. And now, some independent candidate are seen as a
party. But I'm sure a party representing both sides in individual and people forming a party. So independent is a party to.
That is exactly what I'm saying. For me, the independent is the party only.
Per the example, now me Maya. Yen fan say because Muko parliamentar seat will be a winner. Would independent the seat will be a winner and you seat in the name of your political party. on the example, say MPP nya 130, NDC nya 132. The NDC won 132 seats for their party. In terms of a party seat, they are in the majority. And NPP nya 130. Independent candidates 3, they don't belong to any political party. Imagine they will do business.
But for me, a party, for me, definition now.
Just an alliance with NPP.
No, but they are as independent candidates.
They are party to.
They are parties
only
to themselves.
Yes, if only they decide, they become parties to themselves.
Yes, they are party to themselves. Sansana, Ombe Chusi, Sida, because Woko Parliament, there is nothing like neutral.
Yes.
Either minority or majority.
In our parliament,
UK.
No, I know why I'm saying say parliament. Who say when Samia decided say he will not join any of the caucuses, she was in there as independent.
No, but she didn't have a simple seat. She had to sit with one side because they don't make provision for yes.
One side.
So you can have the independent view. No,
just standing on this now. Almost parties, almost political party.
Yeah, that's all.
So it's very clear.
Independent candidate.
Yes. And independent candidate will talk about that. Ballot paper. The phone wo na share so there. Eso. And send the paper on print. Yes. Yes.
And no, that way inside the car like it should be resolved. The Ghanaian people should know who is sitting on the right hand side of the speaker. And who will be on the left-hand side of the speaker? And we should take it. There should be a leader of government business in parliament.
My belief is that there should be 1 week break now. I am believing that all these are part of the results now. They want to be going. Say, full glare of. That's a Chinuan into Kwane Kasabi and Semfata Ebebima. So I am seeing more of compromises, but clearly there's going to be a majority and a minority.
Interesting now, okay. So America say because if you look at Speaker, I mean he's going to be neutral, but Speaker no free. First Deputy Speaker free. Second Deputy Speaker free. Even though all independent.
But the party chose
into what one papa said more or less different quotes, interests, for want of a better word. So what I say, independent, MPP, NDC. The only time that thing happened where they had some differences was in 2004.
Friendly,
Debbie time and now President Kufode
against
NDC for the Alajete by. Because of that, at that time they had an agreement say wafer speaker.
The community
second deputy the other side. Because of that, MPP former Malik,
exactly.
Yes. Former
National Secretary Interior.
National Secretary, yes. Into only by second deputy speaker.
Yes, that is
Hinakan first deputy, another MPP guy, and Begina was
such a use. The speaker.
All the three.
Ekosiisen
and they did that because they thought the NDC had also filed
some Alajete against
conventionally second deputy na the mamu say ade yemfa
na come come Kenjirasa
very good
I was in the chamber na Ken Japan no authentic also we show you apana on the fan
everyone say Ken Japan has trended on Twitter number one throughout on the KK
Katie Kemuba.
Oh, they really comforted themselves.
Yeah, I think they were.
In fact, I'm more calm down.
Yeah, I'm more calm down.
Maybe I am catching. I feel the Katie. I want to go. Maybe I know Mr. Montras me and 12
Okay, Abdul Malik will go back with the country. I say a leader of government business in parliament can only come from the party constituting the executive or government. Simplicity.
So not majority. Not majority.
No,
in this case,
leader of government. Leader of government business. It means that the person must have some link to government.
Of course, in the party yes, that party in the leader of government.
Okay, so that's different from The majority.
Yeah.
No, that is that from the Minister for Parliament, more or less, Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, which is what Chairman Samuel wants. That's it.
So who's the majority there? Who's the minority?
No, for now, the Americans. For now, it's technical. It should be raised for the speaker to give a ruling on. Now, we're moving on. Because also definition now in the standing orders now, even for the definition for minority leader now, the leader of the party or parties with the most seats, apart from the party that formed government. It is a party who are Beimua or some little edge, it is something they
because he said based on the majority minority they set up committees and
ranking.
So
we need it.
That's another aspect.
We need it
because we have to take that decision.
Yes,
and then they are moving on to the setting of committees.
Yes,
because
and don't forget that here because vetting committee.
Yes.
Ministers will have to
say, apart from public account committee. And I think subsidiary legislation, and opposition
yes,
that's the minority committees. All the other committees, majority for the chair. Until we have to settle that, and then they can move on. Now, Ekosiisen On Asempa 94.7 FM. And you know me, medane me ho akwa we abetel. Yeba afi yebesan akọ in 7 going forward, what kind of parliament should we? Obi say, Obi, why are we fighting over the Asin North guy, though injuncted but was allowed to vote? Visit what happened in Asante Achim North primaries. There was an injunction, but the regional chairman in the Ashanti region and the NP ignored the court injunction and organized an illegal primaries. Unfortunately, Nipana and Fanny Dean Anka.
But Obi,
we say yes.
But Obi, I know Cressa. If what he's saying and no credit, no worries. But apart Wakasabi, 2 wrongs
cannot make it right.
But it's a deliberate wrong.
Sometimes
you find MPP for. Sometimes.
Yeah, you could do bad.
Yeah,
sometimes you could do bad.
Sometimes you find you.
The conference and a test and a couple. And unfortunately, on be almost. Prime Minister.
I don't know 0 or 1 about to continue.
Ekosiisen On Asempa
Politics.
Where's the Obi? We are all complaining about the military intervention, but what necessitated their entry? If they had listened to the police and not insulted the police leadership, would the military have been invited? After that, did you see them behave the way they did again? Look at the likes of Otukon and Asiedu Nketia. What they did to distract the house. This is just the beginning of many such destructive acts. There is nothing normal about this. Unfortunately, okay, that's from Starsky. Starsky in New York and on the way. Yeah. He follows, issues in our country, Papa. Wait, sir. Is it true? Is it true? It took 15 minutes for the bailiff to reach Accra from Cape Coast. Fraud vitiates everything. The point is
ruling was around. I'm saying it was around 2.
Bottom line, is 15 minutes was 10 minutes.
About 55.
Clark that was an Sakai. That's what we.
It's just in that the marshal in Parliament, Ononkwa bit me allow either the police or the military
to enter
a chamber. Apart from no be any that authority.
But
Ekosiisen On Asempa
chamber.
They were in there.
Now, the member of parliament should come again. It makes it Mutala Mohammed. It makes it very nice and beautiful. So especially it's all Kase. Many shows will be the shameful.
Yeah.
Say defense minister. I know what is
also
so the point here is that Mrase, apart from the marshal, our Bema Quenya said soldier for an opposite chamber only who coin so
and where the military man is stationed on the president of parliament, no more parliament anymore.
Yeah, I think that
they were all around because even 3 days before,
Yeah.
They were packed all around
over the place.
both sides. Don't say there are 2 entrances into Parliament House. Back on that, your floor was saying, San New Cathedral, yes, the inner road, and then the main ceremonial road now, opposite, conference center. They were all over.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
Exactly.
Okay. And maybe we listen to the allegation again. This is the allegation.
And I think that what is important is that people must understand that is ought to be respected. And that is why I still insist that it was Honorable Nichol who called the military, invited them into the chamber. Armed military men, they were armed to the tooth. That is completely unacceptable.
So I ask you again, if you were asked to provide evidence, where would it be?
I confronted him. I was there when he was making the call, and I confronted him. I asked him whether he didn't feel embarrassed about what he was doing. When he made the call, I confronted him. When they came, I confronted him. So he may lie, but I wasn't the only person.
And what was his response to you?
Well, he didn't say anything. Look, we were about 3 other members of parliament. We were there. He made the call in the chamber.
So you have witnesses?
Yes, I have witnesses. He made the, and that is why I think that there should be thorough investigation. The sanctity of this house must be protected. Could you imagine tomorrow any other person inviting any group of people who come here with guns, assuming there was a trigger, motivated military officer among them? Anything could have happened. They were fully armed. That is completely unacceptable. It's an affront to our democracy. It's insulting to the sanctity of this house. And I think that we need to condemn this and demand proper investigation.
Anytime I feel lonely, feeling sad, only one station makes me happy. When I wake up in the morning, only this station makes my day. Yeah. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. 94.7.
When your child is aching, suffering.
Only a woman say, a true union to me, ma will banny woko. One woman will a dray bit to me as an area. I fade you out to each other. So Wubanya Hututu, and Nanny baby ya, Manuzino linsio. A drew the dead, the iron cut se anka, na odienije benum atafe abonenum se toto. Saran soon and penny for a webusuamun so dear. Zeno 2 yaw to say tipaye. Cold, catarrh, sore throat, feverishness, flu, and now romantic pains. If we say a year to me ye, na a 2 yaw as a feature. Ain't it for Zeno tablet? Nama woman Zeno suspension. Said the Ebeya woman uncle. Mabra walk on yari.
So far Zeno name, now want to work. Who doctor? FD Arugasa a Jadian Cratray, Aja Tunsa Aya.
Zeno, have a happy day and a peaceful night.
Hey, Lala Didi. Didi Lala. What worry has so dear? Na me dear yemia. Africa Queen Mackerel bonnet juma was saying. Africa Queen Mackerel Lydia what's as you unia. So the year Jania. A dance tomato sauce ne go on so a year rich. Yes. A piece of war. It's a major in a day strong. And nam no so muma. Na me just a nam pankwa. Wow bet see. No bet checking so. A grade 1. Na me say me chokwa men kwai. Na me to be gumwa. Not on any terms so. Honey. Oh papa. Oh you ma. Mitcha say, jollof, Gary Photo, rice and stew, and piscine gravy day. Africa Queen Mackerel ni more. Intimi now. Africa Queen Mackerel. Shawenum keke. Nam papa no.
Africa Queen. Shawenum keke.
My dear.
Yes, sweet.
And then my mimmy saw.
Oh, bisa mi.
Minim so do me pa.
Me do papa me na da.
Na wo hwe me suban pa na me nkwan de na me nkomo de.
Ni nyina wom. Na so de di kan pa yo be de. Ya wo di mona soap ani mona cream. Esiesia ma ya fefe na hana.
Me da say. Na mama bi de o mo hwe suban yansa o.
Dabi me de me hwe screen ya fansa. Ansa kwa ba be hwe suban.
And what can you say there? Many mona soap ani mona cream na ebe wu. Said the mona soap timi skin rashes in your crop. Na eyi pampan fi nipa ho. Na mona cream timi sa propro ne ho a. E ma chimyi fu brom. E ma skin aya nwensen, esa ye bokọ, sa bofra de no. Oh, do say de me nya ja me ho. Ba bi e wo se me di mona cream siesie no. Me di be siesie.
Hey, mona soap ani mona cream.
Na ne bon so nya di na buso yi de. Ene ahofe no. Mema na buso ama wo.
Ala me so ma don sa. Omanfo here mona soap ani mona cream. Enfre Agbeve Herbal Center 020-813-0790 and 024-6595-256.
FD ahwehwɛ saa ejedie nkrato yi mu agye atomu sɛ ɛyɛ.
The life was so cool, refreshing the family, empowering lives for a better day, quenching your thirst, preserving society. Belakwa for us, Belakwa mineral water. Keep drinking, keep drinking. Belakwa for us, Belakwa mineral water. Keep drinking, keep drinking. Belakwa for us, Belakwa mineral water.
Sadia Belakwa, ekum yesukom no. Oma tintim afidi a etimi dane rubber ni ediya de fofo. Die kan say recycling plants. Our de bobo ade bobra etwa ye ho ahia ho ban. Belakwa mineral water. Ye dwine adasa yiyedie. FDA, aresa nkrato imo agye atom se eye.
Abra yeguswa de nkabom ekwatia COVID-19 yi. Ecobank ema wa kwanya hodo a wode betina fie. Abo ho ban na watumi di usikasem ahyewa wonsem. Fa Ecobank mobile didra bebia ne abrebia. Se wo Ecobank account ana wonibie. For text message ana email so for manisika. To credit, to our bills. Abra wuti fie edwodwo. Se yesika puduo na oni ye didra. For your internet banking no so. Ecobank QR code ma okwan ma ofa abefu siketua kwan so. Etua niema no dwumadi Worker, one for Sikapotin, Entia, Ecobank Mobile, and Neya will Google Play Store, App Store, and I am Facebook page, and now Bosta 770 hash, and will phone BR so. Nasha see Dija, Ecobank, General Home, Kaisa Obama Quine, Adaunia for Frontem, Eata Horo and Sa, and Afi, and phone San Kiko and him, we hear Webia, Fre Ecobank Contact Center, or 3225, Debia, and Yabrebia, I won't yashi, Tnefi and Bo Hobine, Ecobank, the Pan African Bank.
Hey, Papa, no. Where's your friend Atu?
I was at the bar with Atu the other day. He had bet on a game and tensions were high. Then Atu said, Charlie, we go lose. But I told him, Charlie, Vim day. Go! I had won 15,000 Ghana cedis. Then Atu said, we bet for the same amount. How come I only got 9,000 Ghana cedis? Then I asked him, you didn't bet with Bet Planet.
Wait, he didn't bet with Bet Planet?
He didn't bet with Bet Planet, oh. So I went to take all my money. Then Atu asked me, all your money. My betting people said I should wait a few days, oh. For the best odds, biggest wins, and fastest payouts, visit www.betplanet.com.gh.
So Atu, where you there now? Still there, the line inside, oh.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below the age of 18.
Franco Trading Enterprise still phone Papa Fie, Samsung nie, Nokia nie, iPhone nie, say your printers, mobile phone, accessories. Franco Trading Enterprise afa ono ani TV, digital television set, aya this satellite, any ultra panels, abomuma.
Franco Trading Enterprise. Ewo Facebook. Sa uko Franco Trading Enterprise page. Nasa likes number 100,000. Eyo mwa. Eni omunidra. Sa asu na www.francotrading.com. Android app. Eye Franco Trading. Instagram. Eye @Franco Trading. Nani pabadi fwa dosunti. Franco. Edi momo pay code number 189480.
Your branches on the bebre wagana baby nemum head office on the Twaya Dabraka opposite Roxy Cinema.
Tema Franco wo community 1. One waterworks ne dia nimre. Cycle eye opposite Odor Rise. Madina eye 100 meters away from the police station. Kaswa Franco ye opposite Kaswa Polyclinic.
And after your number na ni enchauntum 0246 422 338 and 0546 133 188. Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone Papa Fie. And you're not going.
21st clinic say eba sciatica no every usisi mu konoa woto ase ho no ntina fa usrem ekosi wo na ase ho no ebo betimi atutu ama wo ankasa wo hu ba bia enye enti 21st clinic wo mu na ye sciatica expert e wo Ghana ha wo mu de bibiduro so ho bibiduro ankasa ene besa o ya no masa de machine aka ho ya de bibiduro ka ho ne asa de wato machine so ya san ya o massage bi ye wi a herbal treatment ye de awono ama ho e sciatica 21st clinic na ye expert a wo tu ase Ghana ha ba bia wo mo ho enkran domi market wo ho heavy do dan mo ho ena kuma senso ahia udu session so wo mo na nie dwabo so wo mo ho sunyane ni wenchi ni ba bia nkranza 0540 311 311 0540-311-311. That's a 21st clinic. Woman is sciatica expert.
Abra Yeguswa din kabom ekwetia COVID-19 yi. Ecobank ema wa kwanya hodwa. Wodi betina fie. Apo ho ban na wetumi du sikasem ahyewa wonsem. For Ecobank mobile, didra bebia ni abrebia. Se wo Ecobank account ana woni bie. For text message ana email so for money sika. To credit, tia wo bills. Abra wuti fie edwojo. Se ye sika puduo na oni ye didra. For your internet banking so. Ecobank QR code ma ukwan ma ufa abefu siketua kwan so. Etua niema no dwumadi ahodwoka. Wonfa sika potin entua. Twe Ecobank mobile eneya wo Google Play Store, App Store, ana your Facebook page. Ana bo star 770 hash. E wo phone bia so. Na chance ye didra. Ecobank dwene ho. Kai sa obema kwan ada oni afoforo ntem. Eya ata ahohoro wonsa. E na afei emfa wonsa nkeke wanim. Uhia moa bia.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
E wo 3225. Debia any abrabia. Wunti ashe. Tnefie na bo ho ban. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
Asempa. Upa Asempa tia. Uti uni radio upa odem 94.7. Asempa FM. Oh yeah, do papa. Asempa FM. Everywhere you are. Asempa FM, everywhere you go. Asempa, hey, Asempa, hey. All talk all day.
94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumedie ena wasugusu a utie no yeda munyina ase enne eye yawada momentous day for our country. Constitution Day, a statutory holiday, and mind you, sir, enne so enna the investiture of President-elect Donald Danko Akufo-Addo Ebaso, and now he is President of the Republic of Ghana. And
and they said the course on the
Donald was very serious.
Because of democracy.
It was supposed to be a joyous
thing, but very unwelcoming. You know, but Muna too much.
They see none in you. Oh, you see in soldier for banner he or no pencil. Now if you be now, I say, I was who crum. Na speaker in Sukoba, I got to a found.
President Jesse the wow.
Sir Osha a year statutory public holidays and commemorative days in Ghana for the year 2021. Man, when him say 1st January New Year's Day and the 7th a Constitution Day, a statutory holiday. 6th March a Independence Day. 2nd April a Good Friday. 5th April a Easter Monday. 1st May a May Day and as a Workers' Day. It will fall on the Saturday. And you were Edo Fetcher Founders Day a 4th August and also a statutory holiday.
S apostrophe.
Yeah, S apostrophe, yes. Founders Day. And Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day, 21st September, and also a statutory holiday. Farmers Day, 3rd December. Christmas Day, 25th, and a Boxing Day, 26th. And you work commemorative days. In the holiday by Nephi. And then we only commemorate African Union Day, 25th May. Ebe falling on Tuesday.
July 1.
And a Republic Day, July 1. And also falling on Thursday. And that's
I be the holidays in watching. That was the first thing. So obviously go through holidays and some of us reservations about India. It was clearly
and then holiday go over the other holidays.
Because obviously a holiday money Kamunsama. Yabeka for holiday be a brand and so on. Sometimes I don't get it. So person provoke Kuripa.
Okay.
You know to catch him say
Christmas Day.
Yabema region be a minister. You have for being minister.
Christmas
No
Day.
can say no for wedding. So have for being minister.
And the one video being so I trend.
When I say me catch MPP force. Sir, Papa no the minimum was the challenge with him.
Ono na da no eyi bebo ne din no. First guy no say. Dabi guy no. Ali Mega.
Yeah.
Ali Mega bo no. The same person.
Yeah, the same person. Also ono si on toma say no sentisi one to amana. You see. My way the party for me central.
Only Sunyani East.
My only interest is me bro half.
Sunyani East.
Sometimes some of these is bro half.
Any bono
but said say you paying for the anim candidate. So we are sound from show here. Why no reku be?
No, minimum bono. The minimum na say your bono is your bono and your half.
And ono free half.
Half.
And you mo be half from come on na problem ba you say ya.
Eh ba kwa no so say sometimes you can say wa no timi yi come out. Akwa na so ayesi.
Okasado.
Sunyani East MP. BB Treme.
Any party for Okasado.
No comment.
Na video no so guy be na no say blue kaftan. No here den. Video be na trendy as guy be oje ballot paper.
No one him man say dey no mo akwadam so one too. Na dia adwedwere kwa na uni basia. Oje ya no say dey oje. E bi school kra member school fees many bra na beti. Mura si be jema.
Oje paper.
Oje ni bumo sa.
Also
ko dey oje. Adwene good so no. The mabe dey of the school fees issues ni aba. Any bra brain.
Now that video na real there. Parliament hired the scene. Do you have the video? No, but put it
video
on.
Na me okay.
More Facebook.
Oji and baby o ti fine just oji o je butum. And I say okoteki o baby so dey be o dey be chuma.
But the name one.
Also in terms of
and na ni real fina.
Odu afenyo mark no na o take one so dey share butum betu. No untimi nje so. And na dey so.
Because say at the end untimi nye paper no and na ni wechi mfa meto leadership table so nte. Oji ana wo ko wani. Ono no je ye na no.
Oji o dey akotumu.
Oji paper na no dey kotum.
Oji o dey akotum. Oji akotum.
Any akwano so ni hu
Watu.
na yahu MP crowd there any constituency crowd.
Say almost say a lower him man no say.
Oh we sure.
Lower him.
Ebe chiro you know. Obi na say ne for now there there ka ge hwa ne be hu ni. Iti ba me hwa na men kan chiro you say. Obi am fama ko jina be bi ni ko so de ko jina.
Ba kwa na jini din o. E DJ pen.
O se bo se aju say. Carlos Ajini design on Ajini. Lower lower danger. Deputy Minister, former Employment and Labor Relations.
Vicky Bright.
Debbie, lawyer Bright. Reku.
Onwa.
Lawyer Bright. Reku. Debbie say, ano we no dey ko two more.
O take it one in same.
Say the paper no crowd we have a problem make corner that back media to so yenko. So go dey ko two.
Sana ususu say.
If sana me susu say.
Enti mo amu Facebook no mo dey mo nhwe video. Na ye nhwe.
O se blue. We no.
I think enye we ya obeba.
We dey buy na straight pa oko. And the free SHS kra na ye free kra no. Frank oko tori chobos no za. Any brand. Pa oko obiere juma. Otiki one is
box ni
mo. Otiki one is ma.
Jackson manin science start.
But your friend say we dey any problem bia.
Two mon friend my na
we so am be news anko fa sem for am. Your friend. Because ya so mu Asempa say no. Ye nya ehun ti ase se oto ya na wanto a. Dey ntina ma no to refie ntia na SHS kora de kono. Ana dey na ma na ba.
SHS free.
Na free but say
chobos.
Akwani ji paper na no
that's what I'm saying.
Ya na proud ko to ana ko take wo baby.
That's what I'm saying.
Take wo baby so anya allowed o. E was all ko boot secret ballot. It ko take wo no dey fine.
Be an refi no. Or the refuse or Ubu also will say we are
Ekosiise
taking
On Asempa FM.
But it would be nice to get a side of the story.
Yeah. Yeah, some more. Anyway.
Obapa for here, and Ecobank for a flow saying, Mona cream in the soup.
Yeah. Okay. And messages.
But the interesting aspect is that Onyame Aduma, Acha Tuesday, listen, Nana Diana told you, Acha, God, there's no time to waste. The president is extremely not himself. In the list, the medical the
not himself in terms
of defined it, not himself.
In terms of the question, there's no time to waste.
Yeah.
On a memo. Yes, not himself say in pay for the work of Castle. I say if you. But you are doing about it.
Yes, yeah, we got.
You may be no I really time.
It ministers in 8.
Oh, yeah, there are 200 mama.
8. Oh, yes, and right.
I can't actually.
And why can't?
Oh, but yes, you should be back.
Who this is
me pacho. So what ministers near 8 year clarify.
No, so Enroy can or say the president has decided to pick not more than 80 ministers.
China Now clarify.
Substantive deputies plus regional. We said that yesterday.
Because
I want yes, sir. You're training in them.
Very good.
Okay, and I
said that yesterday.
Okay, Sisubu.
No, me mouth just
because enna maintain and maintain for the first time.
Yeah. I get it. 80 ministers, deputies, regional ministers,
ministers.
Yeah.
And ministers of states.
Yeah.
After so, as far as I know, no matter any say, regional ministers, deputies,
no deputies.
Yeah. It's likely.
That means that
it's long overdue.
On any regional minister, MP as a regional minister.
Yeah.
Then I'm okay. Then no company will be tracking.
Nipa oka say you friend.
Bright
Rekubrobe. Yeah. Honorable Akwaba na boko de.
Amahini ara.
Obini. Amahini so wa ha.
Obi e to say.
Nyame adom na unso e.
Boko pa.
Na minim enra anadwi up to anopay over parliament na o say atare be.
Oh, Mr. Blue, not Mr. Atare Blue.
Kaftan Blue.
Yeah.
Enti video na trending when who be?
Oh, me who be. Nipa bear said 10 or 15 and maybe attending the class.
Na oje o ballot paper no.
Ekosiise On Asempa FM.
Obi, edi kan metia wa chifu. Na ofura me plan for say won so obebo ma ba so nyame aboama.
Yeah, it's true. Abasobody and the beba, you are me ma abasobody correct one pa. Why?
Obi.
Yes.
Sa paper secret ballot, not secret ballot, and exactly you vote me quite pa. Me be 273. And to me last but 3 on the voters rule. Na baby a be mete no. Me by table ho baby a omode no maye no. Enti mete ho muntaka kodie ne de earlier. Ono ana o insist say amanfo mponya secret ballot no. He voted while on his way to put it in the ballot box.
Oh, okay.
And no, extra you move here before the now, what's in my enfant the injury? Was also who the crowd for the no. Oh, Yano Kwazuna or Deco. And the media, they saw me the one and vote here straight away.
And just say paper no crown now, who take you on same.
What's it?
On Saka paper na will take you on same crown.
Saka me paper nana me fat pen. Honorable Henry reported. Menino na netri. Ena honorable Esiama Trimenim. And this halfway who said, me vote me there fine. My voting my friend is a Professor Okwe. And the media me there yana me the culture box in street. And then I was say, almost me man vote here. Yanni 275. Was there a paper will be vote?
No.
And why would somebody attribute to say Obi am trouble? and then and Obi Antwa Bar, it is right.
Asempa FM.
See, make the logic. Why can see a name? They know where it's coming from. In any case, me appointee of the president. And Professor Aaron Michael is appointee of the president. He has nominated him. Many president, what in the big many president will talk. So why would somebody think say Bright Reku go be na Akwa to a president nominee? This serious man. Me, I'm a beneficiary of the government too. And me, I'm an advocate. Me say me nyaya, yen will be a bumpani the entre. Me the entre and go when yes, me ma to me the area with them. And you look at the video again and then deduce that Fema Omodiaka story no whether it can even be put piece by piece.
Okay, and to me summarize the okay na on saka ballot paper because you were sitting close to Bibia boot no AC no and OPK from other MPs and so no more Bibia what no more munya bebre na nko boot no kra take and obo muntaka din se muntaka san ka na o kona no take no de kotu mu e de won so won saka ballot na oje pen take na o de kokotu e de ufiri bia wo tene de kotu ballot box ni mu straight
away nti mi man kosa box na ye kokko chem na ye take no
Asempa FM.
Ba say eno nso no na je say wasan ya bumra o because secret ballot no by law
masa me die ye koto that was my secret me die no I put it to my chest
Asempa FM.
na to my back and the pacho be me and then we no me die me nyempa and one it is a ship system. Presidents are nominated to be the president MPP people. And if you are voting, now, abide your team, you must make sure say it gets better, it gets excellent. We can work for the people our policies will run through. You take all this into consideration. Then Bright will go and vote again. Why Bright voted against and I said, can you fast vote against that? So sorry, I mean, so sorry, I know that way no cartoon. Does that make sense?
Okay, in the honorable, one other thing they say, and I think it's also fair to you, say, Osha, the ballot now, Omu declare as a spoiled ballot, no. At least many times now he didn't come okay. Say spoiled ballot, near ballot now. On that specific spoiled ballot, then the panel, I say Otto Odikai Toma Okwe, and a Ochem, Esai Toma Bagman. Ain't na essay, ain't there was no ballot, at least from what we saw. Na yen take it so cry like empty ballot at that. Ain't it would then support the claim I will make it Siciano. But what is also
and no crime and support. Let's say we probably had time. Take one and take another. In my case, I just take the one and put the pen down.
No, a support in the sense say a man for Kase Uji paper now the court to one take it. And I make us say there is no sport ballot. I can say Obia and take it. So that's the point I'm making.
Very good. I mean, and anything I make us say Obi, put the bits and pieces. Look at the video, and then deduce and say that yes, I've seen a couple years.
But what is also clear, and I think Carl said the clear and say so how votes in the coin now. Obi free momo side. Etoma Speaker Bagwen. Meboa.
Oh, Minia. Yakoto Obama, you lose by 2 years. Obviously, somebody might vote from our side. Now, Mimidi ma mentiasie because why MP believe room para brema e dia koye MP. Ni e kotraba party a wo wadi akira ma wotina koye mu MP na ukotutia. Sabe, yani we are condemning skirt and blouse at the constituency level. And then we come and do this at the highest level, no? And but for somebody to think that Obi to send me now make that's what I don't understand.
Yeah. Honorable, my nasi. Yes, Oman so question.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
Sadie we say. Nanadu obehu ni pakro.
Oh, sir.
Sadie on my way no. Oh, you can't do that. Okoye Sadie. And your man is so
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
And your man be on now for ya. The consequences are dire.
Asempa FM.
Nobody should think that Obi Betnia Kasman away. Social media, your man. You're very careful the way we spread this. I have a family. Can you imagine the cause of Armenia? I'm a beneficiary of the president. Now, Obi to the toes of the wound now, and now, me fan Obi Muna more media. What is the president when Chiviana?
No, not that I know of. I've not heard of any such thing.
I am his darling boy. Our mom be deputy minister, many Arabu Bafwa, many Arabu Bafwa, who are Yajima. Then all of a sudden, what the president know, and it's hard way. It is not trivial. A very big issue.
No, but you make the point, sir. President, omobetimi hu nipa or 280 the choice of the president for speaker. And on the requirement, I'm moving fast.
Oh, me did the pass. Obi, me did the pass. This thing will bow me one day.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
Me did it. Me name how scientifically they can prove it. But me shares and the bit to say that here in the Bible. That's what I can liken to.
Asempa FM.
Because this matter is a serious thing. You will be able.
Oman, no man saw a question, ma. Oman.
Yeah. Then me be busana. Watch it,
okay.
Until finally the make catch and say, yeah, that is quickly. See 2021.
Yeah.
The man see me saying Coco. Now finally on a lighter note to say, Brunia Trim. What me junctions doing can you infinity? Oh, to Brunia Trim. Brunia can you na going free.
Honorable, yes. My Nasi, and congratulations once again. Why?
Mr. Thank you for calling me to clear the air because starting with it, why on earth somebody would liken this to me? I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. Great. And the Honorable Bright Brobe, a former deputy minister. Employment Labor Relations and a current MP, Heman Lower Dintra in the central region. But I can see this thing about say you better fish it out in for years. How do you know who mono?
Party business. They need to.
I know they
need to.
But how do you do it?
Even we are no
the problem with young.
Yes.
As a country, before Ghana, there was a problem. Abofrika say he can't keep his zipper quiet.
Never.
And yet no. And yet no. Next year, next 2 years, Obekwa come baby. Obekwa come baby. So say ha. I'm a nigga. Oda no mo baby obeka
me na me kire o munyansa na
won say abana muto ye no say ye ja MP fo no MPP NDC obi ankoto according to the conscience
a very different graph from what you
and omoto ye a and e ko ba say problem ni mu na mo say party no share say ye nyina
3-line whip
Yes, Yerukoma Okwe, Professor Okwe. Now what done who job road dia and then enter.
But another interesting point is say Uncle Person bisa bisa Charlie. And yet munya no to say na America for your modern. You come out openly. See. Wait. Those voting for Alban Sumana for Bagbin, please stand up. Said man no nya kan. No bien. America hypocrisy. That is why Obi said Donald Trump say already not on it John McCain or Minya classes. Sir, opeso or repeal Obama law. Obama yeah. McCain sorry. And then you don't go and vote. Or sorry Anna. Or yes say. We say ya just say no. No. It will be at so maybe parliament
I believe gradually we'll get there. We'll get there.
But also you see, one of the things they're lucky as before only mentioned about Ghana. No credit.
Exactly.
So the entire system also encourages us. Say, "Kwasi catch us a commoner." Adi awu ye nya de ye ni so a. Kwabna no nan kan so na ne yire ne ne man na busa ko na say kwasi part of bepe kwasi. Omone be tia ya pai. So at say but omman ya ye ntimi ye ho aten ne anyi ntum wo ne kuremu. Ye bi ada ye de nya atwum ene eye sa boapoi suban no kwasi kono gina kwantia ene sa shocks we ene de mama ye ho. Iti ye ya de timi hia ho because ye kan no krentre ye. Say ye nim se ye koi media me se minti meto ama eye era agbabin. Opa, untiasia ene wa kwache. We know that commoners and kono. Okay, hold your boss we the problem be any ho. But when you be pointy fingers is innocent person be what the make cran afi. If you can be any chreme video ya kwa kwese. Yeah, make say chreme. Is I be crowd chreme etoma eyi o ba wanu akoyi o so ati any video ya kwa kwese.
Now we are member of parliament akwa battle. No akwa rejected ballot. Also free.
I know the name Buapayo.
How do you know?
But
no what means stress up.
But Wofa rejected ballot at least, even though you know. You say who are had no control.
But the other thing, so they say, in as much as I can maybe in the NPP side or more a betray part in the course near know. One other thing in so ye intimate discount here. The superior strategy of the NDC. I think from day one, as far as speaker election is concerned, they had a strategy.
They really working out.
When they brought up the name of Bagbin,
yes,
I knew there was going to be some problem. Because you cannot cry. Bagbin was a tough cookie, parliament. But he liaised well with many on the other side.
Obi only MPP. MPP for typical campaign.
It's true.
There was a dilemma for Ebinu. Particularly, say Nipano may not have liked Prof's abrasive style. He may not. He or she may not.
But you can say about suspicious names in there. Names will crack out with you.
No, but Ujam, I will not agree with any name because of the evidence are very speculative.
Now there's that level of suspicion of Nana. Mobi and Yabida. If he said, you should say, ain't me or no, I mean, Percy, a very cousin of Smith or Benty, Bobby and no, we can improve, you know.
Charlie, it is a appointment. Na committee name to me agree near the main
plenary.
Jesus.
But mostly, you know, Parliament, about 99% of bills and way it go through by consensus.
I was here when they took Ejako's oath to the main house. When Okujoto made certain allegations, still this day, no evidence. And it ended up at the main floor.
Well, but few ones there. But I'm very sure that
contentious ones
we'll get the best of results.
You would see, say, but when they go in there, because even way, despite all the acrimony, anytime a leader in conclave. Say, yeah, I'm about na baby I call me and then
Japan. Yes, settle.
Oh no, sir. But now me the superior strategy of the MDs. Indeed, from time on the rule chamber, and a majority side psychological boost for them. And they also saw say it are based on, and you could see clearly say they reached out to members from the other side. Say, Charlie, this is the person we are bringing, and I would want to suspect say Bagbin himself might have done some engagement with people on the other side. Say, Charlie, many Bagbin, but you know me and all of that. I don't think the NPP probably did that or made the attempt to want to woo members of the other side to their fold. Well, they thought, say, okay, you're working on the independent candidate. You're making sure, say, you're 137. Once we get our numbers, we are okay. But the NDC thought, say, let's see how we can enter or more. And that is why, because unim, say, only me say, oh, yeah, the Bagbin neighbor, Toma Bagbin. Now, say, me Bagbin, I tell me, say, me Toma Bagbin. I'll tell you, say, Charlie, your whips, and they say, a 3-line whip, they are whipping all of us in line. Now ye toa yemfanye den yemfanchre. If you can prevent that thing from happening on the floor there, and you could see say clearly the NDC side no was just say yeah the young Kwabeto Square they tried to make sure say it will be secret ballot. Indeed it was a superior strategy, and
2005 Alajete versus Business use.
Yeah.
Na secret ballot do, but nobody chere. We are not there chere. We are not there chere. EBS that.
Yeah. It was that history, the NDC then fought it.
Sometimes in a parliament near 230. Yes. On your 88.
Obi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Obi. Please, Bagbin and some senior MPs also went to Swami to assist us HM in Sabonso in his primaries. Yeah, that's true.
No, but the American said, what I'm saying is very uncommon. Say we be cross work campaign we are cross work in the show.
It tells you say
no in particular I uncofa.
But where the party asem no
until the say the say ni nyina mu no the web system could not be effective and we couldn't really see the relevance of the web system in this one. Ko be a party nyina agree say o kan no yenko okwe sai na Judas be epim e dey akoye and fofra so I say so clearly the web system but another strong thing they say yen say Bagbin we cannot take this away from him. Okati across.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Say Kao now can say ye be a mukrase. Ye me no whipper. No, he is light. Or you'll be a raha. Or no kasa obe penase. With the experience. And mind you, say, from coming from the north, he's mentored a lot of the young politicians from the north. He can personally pick a phone and call a young northern politician, even from the NPP side, and tell you, say, hey. And one knows a move was respected. A lot went into this. But Bono Regional Communications team member of the NPP say, Amwa say, Obi, good evening. People are sharing a video in which Honorable Kwesi Ameyao Trembe threatened to mobilize people to vote against the Bono Regional Minister if the president nominates her again. They are wrongly portraying it as a video he made against Professor Mike Okwe. It was never about the speaker. Very good.
And also they are
no, if that is the case, very, very, very good. It is it was specific to an issue.
Yeah.
So I said, so let's be fair to that. What it also tells say, Libya and Sabekasa man. Yemo say.
I'm for to slice tapes.
Subject. I don't know why we
Dr. Tape.
But we say, Obi, all analysis are welcome, but trust me, I can tell you emphatically that nobody can pinpoint who voted for who, because this day is destined to pass. And the more you investigate today, you may incur the wrath of the altar of mercy at the Apostolic Empowerment Ministries. The power of God is not understandable. The God of that man, Bagbin, is alive. Congratulations to Honorable Bagbin and Mother Ghana. Chief Bain in the Weyaba. And he shares a picture of, I don't know, say, back when everything was sorry
Yeah.
so for Selassie there mo bomb pie amano and
a genuine prophet of God.
Yeah.
On cancer.
Yeah.
Go
for
He's a genuine man of God.
Come on, go for
Pastor Selassie Adai.
Go for
Apostolic Empowerment Ministry. Who believes in modern day Unyamin commission.
Yeah.
Very effective and relevant.
What will occur in 42 days time?
42 days time.
40 days,
Supreme Court, you know.
Okay.
Say they play out of parliament.
The court will decide.
The interest now is deputies and the director generals and the chief executives and the ministers cabinet or more form. And now they are to Ekosiise On. Yeah. So if you are not senior here,
if I sign the Africa near CEOs, director generals.
Say if you are not senior here, and I'm a catch. Yeah, you before the amount. For quick one, information and communication. Esla.
The two ministries will be joined.
Esla Uswekufu for road, they still maintain. For aviation and transport.
Aviation is going under transport.
For lands and natural resources, Amewu, and then for education stroke, energy stroke, national security, NAPO, and then I'm not making
but provide the evidence.
Now, more money. Abana gather to an away betrayal. Yeah, no more fisheries. How comes in?
Okay.
We might bring back Kojo Ponkroma to the presidency to be the presidential spokesperson.
But when him say they need to be a bit wary about Nkofo won't be free parliament in their ministers.
Oh yeah.
Because
of course. But you know that is what has informed the cap
minimum
at 80.
And don't forget that it still means that not more than
50%. More than 50%.
So it means that even if you have
at least
80,
45,
at least 40 must be from parliament.
Would you disagree?
Are they?
A constitutional provision.
Now tell me what I can say.
We use 40
will do that.
Now 137.
And 97 something.
97. Everything everything might take off in the hand to move to come Omuko baby. What happens when you want to put an important bill before?
Is there a COVID crowd on 2 to 2?
Was it you? Was it COVID?
And happens to regional ministers, no, or parliamentarians. They're not going to make any parliamentary.
Except maybe
among region.
Maybe half we say a Boachi.
So no MP.
There be no Onerico Pokujina MP pay Tremco.
O current regional, the original
Bobby
No, going forward. Now, say regional minister be where you don't have to be an MP.
Focus on your
region.
MP.
But I may be mama. Almost more outside parliament.
That is why I made say, I'm surprised at time Mills in Mahama so constitutional review.
It's true. Obi, I need education here. At the time of the melee, there was no speaker, no president, and the Chief Justice was not in the house. Was it not the military's place as defenders of the Constitution to step in to ensure order and protection of the maize? That's the symbol of power of Parliament.
Assassin on Ghana phone as of that time in that chamber was the clerk of Parliament.
Yes.
Please.
And also say clerk no and marshal no what power so Obama will be it did the marshal call them to come?
Question mark that. They said the question mark that two ministries, no? Health and Ministry of Finance.
Yeah.
As we speak now, Femo up Nipa echo these two
ministries.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I was using him and I'm Mibu Mino. I ain't tell I pick. No, that's a question. They are watching set up like
From being a sub MP to second deputy speaker of Parliament, what a world we live in. This should be a lesson for all politicians. No condition is permanent.
Not
and
necessarily.
But not
necessarily politicians. Obia. akwenya say unya any public space or private space who interact with anybody who comes your way, the treatment that you mete out to people are very relevant. It's not just a lesson for politicians, for journalists, for businessmen, for you as a Ghanaian, for pastors, for footballers, for musicians, because that in train say no condition continue to be permanent. Politician there, mamu for no kwankwe, and then me manya kwenya semiti hey. Me hunu se mint na half a ball. If the me bank crime because radio go 2001. Omo no more na a prestige. Satan na ye ka say
creme de la creme.
Yes, omo no because o Satan na nipa gua. Na hwe Satan nipa na ebititi ya. Now o hwe say na yesu abetra ya. Emra ye ni nye de. But obekaso a
my favorite proverb.
Yes, obekaso na the impact. That uja yenti na mre no o koso adia se Bob Marley wadi akaso bato on
tia mo say enyum na o this in the secretary na you know what I say o ka fi awon
no but the former MP story no story was a chere nipa bebre na yenya adisua film into the indiscretion on the part of one constituency chairman she may be pushing
a blessing disguise
but no kind depend it should be a lesson to the MPP and so mutie na nkofo
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
Some unfortunate statements even President the guy say
independent
and surprisingly or nipa no we say no and can you say or share MPP deeper and by now or the no maybe
but the constituency he is coming from no any decision other than what he's taking he might not return to parliament in the next election.
No, the fact is that one panel woman names for MPP.
Yes.
Or not so your MPP.
Or MPP, yes.
He's not going to shed it right now.
Yes.
It's just that in trying to impose Obia and office one penny and on one penny. And I think maybe we should start listening to them more. No, across board.
I said if you are a catcher, say could you bow? Say yes, MPP for
already.
Yeah. Come lose seat now.
And come complete. That's how we are trying higher analysis. We are Miami Bibri or Omobaya Obi. Ombaye Jumedi or her. Yabubu Omunina Omunem.
Yeah.
So what I say, we are not active politicians. We are journalists, but we are interested stakeholders in what happens in both political parties. Because at the end of the day, they are seeking our mandate to come and serve us, not to lord over us. So what I say, of course, ye kaka kana untia, ye kasa ndoka kudu mpempensobi, ye intimi contrast and pempenson, ye contrast and pempenson, and be active partakers of the politics that they are doing. So what I say,
can Japan needs commendation for ensuring cars?
Yeah.
Can as we know, or in this instance, he earned the name Peace.
No, she not brain or brain on no patch on only she brain or present time. I energy drink abuse the now I say it's a coffee now if you are corner of boom what present time what bread time only it's your pentamacon
we usually forget that on this earth, the law of cause and effect always play out. The NDC tries hard to make the law ineffective. You throw parliament into chaos, and when the military intervenes, you stand up and cry of abuse. The same thing happened in Techiman. You allegedly send thugs to go and do your job, and when the military intervenes and in the process some of them die, you complain again. Why? If there was no cause, would there be any effect? Guy G, will New York in New Jersey.
Ghana na otutu mesas basa otiona me no media kumano no machao me kwa manano ya ne hona me butu on Amagrant very nice busiani ana Amagrant gaji no so what cast for the hwehwe no obi ya 2DD papa Prince Eji
Now call cash for the work of we are so guy the G.
Guy the G.
Yeah, who guy the G. Guy the G.
Alex Martinson will say, Obi, trust me, I can imagine the kind of sermons that will emanate from our pulpit on Sunday after the former MPs rise to the position of second deputy speaker. In the affair, motivational.
No, but the truth is that a motivational. Inspirational. Yes, that's the truth.
Time and that elections, no. Results about to be a home, and many of my colleagues will bear me out. Me can say, the deputy speaker. The kind. I didn't say second, and I say second, and I can say the woman the first. And I initially cried to say. I don't know if you share the main
speaker.
But I don't know what we say. So,
violation.
Ultimate violation.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And a good rise for him. We say, but again, so what do you make of? And when him say he was nominated, and the nomination bar from the NDC side, a master stroke by the NDC.
Could be, Boffenbacher could be, but you never know because we for our opposite, MPP are opposite. Hey, they were also in the no.
Yeah, consensus, compromise candidate.
And at the end of the day, no, on one case, I can pimping say a do policies there on the MPP neko. Okay?
Yeah, but yeah, no crown the money here. It show. And as a president NDC to be magnanimous, say we know say guy we are out publicly say on the MPP side never Juma, but we are still nominating him for deputy speaker.
Was that not part of the compromise? Was that not part of the compromise that say they are learning to negotiate with one another? Let me account. Because ideally, no, Anka, what far and no. It should have been first speaker should have automatically been first deputy should have automatically been
because Sanka for example Sanka Okwe any winning speaker now Anka first deputy be
Joe Wise
and then Nanka the second deputy
let's assume that make my for argument's sake how I do so for argument's sake
no ayine
okay whatever it is
and the Anka Sananke be but back nya and then because and you know what? Because in the lead up to this election, John Boyd is on record to have said, NDC for also can nominate you for speaker. They should be careful because I'm sure.
One man it said 2004 no.
Second deputy no come and farm. It is a coin of flip it. That's how the NDC no allow some for the akana. It paints a certain picture of the NDC caucus. And that's something I think the NPP would have to watch and see say show some way we say they are magnanimous the NDC guys are okay yet you see your mind here yenti we say where was the marshal of parliament when elected MPs from the NDC side were snatching ballot boxes and kicking ballot boxes in the August House? MPs elected through the ballot boxes were kicking the same ballot boxes that brought them to the August House. And we are talking about the Marshal. The August Parliament House is part of the Republic of Ghana, and it is the responsibility of the security agencies to protect life and property, especially when we did not have a speaker, president, and a vice president. Charles Ni Teiko Tego, Ewa Tantra Hill, or they are joining a discussion. Obi. Okaikwe North, for example, the people called for Ken Crunchy, but some people found a way to maintain Honorable Hussein Issa. Oh, please. But at the end of the general election, he lost the seat to the NDC. Kwame Safu, wasn't it Kwame Safu MPP or Ni Boy Town? But Nasa Ken Hussein Echo contest.
Echo contest. And Hussein winning.
So what's the point?
And Oma winning, and Hussein is a Kolusama.
And because the anonymous message they say, Okaikwe North, the people called for Ken Crunchy. If they called for Ken Crunchy, then a delegate and Antwama.
Say Nipa no pe Ken Crunchy, delegate and Ampeno. A delegate and Antwama. And I went to Amaye, offense candidate. So
and a delegate to my Isa.
Yes,
and
but already
all
matran holder, me train for about 15 years. Neighbor town specifically, Okankwe North, and holder predominantly or traditionally MPP area since 1996.
Okay,
the days of the leader come and service in there. Omo MPP, but Fuseni Isa for 2020 no. There was apathy. Nanado won. All right. Ottoman Nanado no free oko.
No free oko.
Because not mintim was war against supporters of Kenkranchi and Fuseni Isa. That played out in the May elections.
Because again, and also you're one of the fallout from from the late the timing of the primaries.
Yes.
Immediately after the primaries, they had to prepare for the voter registration exercise. After that exhibition and already time for healing.
Who here Cape Coast primary, Cape Coast North there.
Aisha.
Then enough for 2020.
Yeah.
But
because
who kai first say Akwetia.
Yes,
mama intibofo.
But Obi and Kason, Obi Kason intibofo. So contested primaries no. Anyways, Obi, what happened in the US Capitol Hill yesterday can one day happen in Ghana. Looking at what happened in Parliament yesterday, this whole mess should be an eye-opener to all. In future, we should look at people we vote into Parliament to avoid a repeat of this. Kwekulabi and all the way about. Obi, tell Omahine that we have recorded him and will send to Honorable Kennedy Japan. He go meet his meter. Crazy Reynolds now or no anyway about. And the gentleman, my main namwase. Now answer and Obi, it is the former MP's character, demeanor, and his courage and God's grace that has propelled him to the second deputy speaker, Kwame Sam Tona, our Boston, US of A. And the cow answer the final words now in the call.
My main professor, Parliament way, a big fekeke.
This Parliament.
Yeah, but and yes,
the 8th Parliament.
Eighth Parliament. A big fekeke. Now, me how the executive beat me. I get to one more program with because I don't know. Say. A year Juma Padia, then I think we're on the road to great success. Because what we are sometimes we share Senna MPP for the NDC for behaving in the Mr. Rao. Because Russia and US and now got to connect hearts into everything that you beg from now and to 2024 no. About negotiations. We need negotiating skills.
What's why I say? Finally.
The Americans say, Sir Parliament, as I say, there should be a great transformation.
Okay.
Them one of man to him. If you say, and yet the open corner binya, them mum send this for your margin say, near here more of mine. Say. Ebe kotru ebe ye di be adwuma ena ebe boan na kokoye say ye twene da awere ye mpene the next time no uko Ghana for say kubu akonta both sides waka say there be na no ye man ben ho no mo anyemo no me ye this time no the dey man no dey man pa the FM man no so no wa pe ni baby atra
I'm in Africa Jimani attending Kano or editor Ewa Dom Newsroom Carl Tufor senior broadcaster Moten Kasa Babakan ho Ewo studio man hene Kwabena Asante head of the political affairs desk Asempa FM and Afia Dom TV and he also a host Bedroom Ewo Adom TV. Maybe a phone line is not true because any him say more on Sembebre now kind you would get that opportunity. But we say interesting happenings in Parliament now, no absenteeism and abroad traveling. Honorable Dada, Minister of Wenchi Banda Line and Odiwe Brain Obi. Today is the saddest day in my life, but all my trust is in the Lord. This scripture consoles me. 1 Kings 20:11. Kweku Noah. Constituency Secretary ma NPP your friend is saying Eguafo Enyan Uni me guafu enyan. Dabi edina bay. Ejuma ko enyan esiem. The first motion must be for Parliament to recruit a new clerk. Nanakakra and Odiwe Abre. Obi, I'm really surprised about what happened in Parliament today, but all the same, God knows best. This should caution the NPP leaders that they need to turn their eyes and ears to the foot soldiers, empower them, and they would avoid voting skirt and blouse. The life of foot soldiers matter. Rainbow is in Kasua. Obi, congratulations to, he says, to President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia for being sworn in as President and Vice. For me, I welcome the decision of Parliament to choose a Speaker of Parliament from a different party. Looking at the exigencies of the times we are in, this can help reduce the already tensed atmosphere in our country. Yao Marvin Ewo Kwesimintim Walanyo in Akwetia says, I can agree with Oman here, but Akwetia issue is different altogether because the lost candidate deliberately vowed to work against the duly elected candidate in the person of Ernest Yaokumi for him not to step into parliament. But we are all suffering the consequences regards to him. Walanyo ewo Akwetia nedie eni. And unim say Malcolm say one supermarket no this year it's bigger and better. Into the Malcolm supermarket be alcohol. Now your products it does and over 1,000 products under one roof. Unyane baby I just a Malcolm and promotions and discounts in the year money terms and conditions apply. Malcolm is where Ghana shops. Bell Aqua Active so say unno bi da me come from our papa opese ugina won so Mr. Uhia Bell Aqua Active. And this is fortified with folic acid, niacin, vitamin B6, and pantothenic acid, all from the vitamin B group. Bell Aqua also stay true to originality. Na nije semne say auto Bell Aqua Active ni bia pack bia shemun 12 bottles na wa pack bia mu. By a promotion na ye chew 4 extra bottles. Inti ubetuaka for 12 bottles ba ukofia o the 16 bottles and a ekofie. January ba wie ya na promotion no etwo etwa and take advantage na kope Bell Aqua Active ni bi netumi enon. GCB Bank so say one Derby Avenue branch no a bounce back big time. Derby Avenue branch. Monday near Shasi Ebie. Now, Derby Avenue is located near the Rollins Park and opposite the Makola Shopping Mall in the Central Business District of Accra. Now, Yebie GCB Derby Avenue branch. What it means, they say, the Makola branch of GCB would now operate from the premises of the Derby Avenue branch. In this customer, Makola branch, Mr. Say, NA, Mommy say, Obekwa Derby Avenue branch, now I transact with business in Yinara, Ewoho. Customers may also use GCB's alternate channels such as our internet banking, the ATMs, GCB mobile banking, and G Money. Na multimedia D mujuma. Na se o unti bibia se your telephone line is 0800 422 422 0800 422 422. Or send a mail in so a customer service at gcb.com.gh. GCB, your bank for life. And napa foods and so bronya no one yedi yegusu edidi and napa foods more wide variety of top quality foods of superior taste. Inti yawo enapa mackerel the papa very thick enriched tomato sauce and napa mackerel and yawo enapa sardines in oil. I know no bit me the salad and unya dokno bin so and ne kopa papa and napa mackerel and sardine nyina are high in omega-3 fatty acids. Eyema wakoma pa min Canada. Yewo enapa non-dairy creamer and also we tea, soakings, oat, ice cream would be a enapa chocolate drink and so it leaves you wanting for more. Ed de payanumbi ne aswashwe yedi ho adansie. Enapa baked beans and so yewo enapa unique soy sauce or your fried rice. Sauce now the big gumu ne niama mono and ya daneno soy sauce and a power of very fantastic one. Now and a party and a tuna and swaba tuna no ed the power ya bomu ya ngwamu unyebia eboa and you enapa spaghetti and also no it tastes exceptionally delicious. Enapa spaghetti, oh dear watch here. All enapa products are very tasty and available in every shop or supermarket near you. Say oye enapa no so cool. Having insecticide spray and coil then so amanfo agye atom papa sentontome how emmoa how wufia de wohia ne having insecticide spray and coil ekum ntontom team na esen jaw eduhwam sronko a unya bi obaby I guess the heaven in the heaven there yes heaven there ba kope ekoye pa and then heaven the naphthalene balls aba. You know, naphthalene balls, a comfort. In the nose, when you be at the go washrooms or kitchen sinks, wardrobes or urinals are a mahot, kama. The BB me heaven. Now, when you hear me pay, what's you are some no ye, and mammy, me pacho, and idiom Bethel Makers Education Limited. And then, so COVID-19 at trying BB at trying saying innovative. You know, into the conventional, traditional ways of doing things. No, no, it was say you done it free home kakra. Into no, ubetimi professional home teacher. No bebe fie dedicated to your kid. Into ubane upon free school aban. And mostly no, you must be brain mistake. I will for no. Say or pe home teacher ama neba or the nebana school teacher. Into school now no mostly no be brain for mo bane class teacher. Class teacher no one extra obana dey school. Or sign be fie ba be na there, he would want to please you the parent. Is that one money and share that money home den crowd or my oh I be passing this because on one na there school. In the idea of chin school say nko ye no one dey be fie. In the my teacher for na there school. Or be fie pay professional home teacher. Na omra metchera at least on no balance say oba na bibi nko ye won ho a obema wo hu na waka akere. You know. And Bethel Makers Education Limited. Etre nkwala from KG, primary, JHS, SHS, and a remedial student. Nina na home tuition. In the ombebe fie, omo professional teachers are ombebe fie ba betre ewo fie. Professional. And they are everywhere in Ghana. O Accra, o Kumasi, o Takrade, baby will be a frenombe, and they have teachers all over. Professional teachers. Ombebe fie ba betre o ma de kama. 0244 664 310. Mrs. Subiu 0244 664 310. Na only one into me any enkomo. Into Bethel Education Limited. Or see we build the future. Ekosiisen On Asempa 94.7 FM. Yenkotie we emra. Yeba yebeto aso.
Biara wa melkom. Luciano le melkom. No fiano ye melkom. What are you looking for? Melkom got it all. Great discounts, don't do. Yamafia so. Best bargains on our days. Everything here is a bargain. High quality. Would be a priority. So tell your mom, tell Poppy, tell your actually everybody.
Hey, Mira, and the Akwaya Wuti, who go say?
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
Na what you mean, Lupena at Bebe Fever draw, what swadi conquano?
At Bebe Fever, Libelo did the cracker one. Hey, we do one more. Many malaria, any tracker beer. My social walk up one, but from Akodia Prepe.
At Bebe Fever, so dear, any Akodia Cassiapa. Malaria beer unity, pet, and did soon good.
Hey, Madame remember and was WW, and one year. Hey, at Bebe Fever in the Timmy, Nagana House, could be malaria free. And it's a bit too quiet, no, one more prefer. Before at Bebe Fever, I shall bag masakra mafata dia meshe
na sese wodi ni nyina ekro no yan ya ka fie nso e
oh sir had the chrome had any pharmacy chemical and herbal shops and ebu enu nsu gum kama etitru kra ne agbebe herbal center oh so utium last call and after 020-8130-790 and 024-6595-256
agbebe fever
malaria sin ho odina o mefisi apemfo abata wo mo manufo eni nkoda wo nimfie du mienu epi won ka ho
e wo se wodi etri di mu hihyehu ka ho ansa na waje agye ayareshe sɛnea ɔman no atwi di ayaresa hyehyɛ yɛtie
FD ahyehyɛ saa ejedi nkrato yi mu agye atomu sɛ ɛyɛ
1xbet de wutuminya odds kakrakao sanso de sika kese ma wuji wusika nso a intempem so kra nti bomodia na fa kwenye yiso travel bet for 1xbet na wusu de sika pem ni bi for 1xbet.com.gh na use promo code 1xradio na get 200% bonus while first deposit so 1xbet bet BAB wo gambling mo 2020 wa hwe yem enye ma wa wundi mfie du wotwe gaming commission ahwehwe mo aginkrato we atum
Abra yeguswa de nkabom ekwetia COVID-19 yi. Ecobank ema wa kwanya hodo a wode betina fie. Abo ho ban na watumi de usikasem ahyewa wonsem. Fa Ecobank mobile didra bebia ne abrebia. Se wo Ecobank account ana wonibie. For text message ana email so for manisika. To credit, to our bills. Abra wutifie edwodwo. Se yesika buduo na oni didra. For your internet banking no so. Ecobank QR code ma okwan ma ofa abefu siketua kwan so. Etua niema no dwumadi Walker, one for Sika Potin, Entia, Ecobank Mobile, and Neya will Google Play Store, App Store, and I am Facebook page, and now Bosta 770 hash, and will phone BR so. Nasha see Dija, Ecobank, General Home, Kaisa Obama Quay, Ataunia for Frontem, Ayata Hoho and Sa, and Afi, and phone San Kikoenim, we yam webia, Fre Ecobank Contact Center, or 3225, Debia, and Yabrevia, Ah, Wuntiashi, Tnefina Bo Hobai, Ecobank, the Pan African Bank.
Hello, Basu.
Yes, Jojo.
Basu, the Belakwa Active all have finished. Oh.
But we brought you some just yesterday.
Yeah. When the people saw the 4 extra in the pack for the same price, it goes out there. So they have buy all.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll deliver more tomorrow.
No, Basu, today. Jojo. Because more people are here. See, Basu, I tell them say it is only happening at me, my shop. Me. And I promise them today, no, if you want to find a lady like that, if I don't get out today, boss, I will die or no lie.
Jojo.
Oh, boss.
It's happening everywhere this Christmas. You can get 4 extra bottles in every Belakwa Active pack you buy for the same price. It's our way of saying thank you for sticking with us throughout this active year.
Choose Belakwa Active and stay true to originality. This investment has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
The Providence giveaway season is here again. Insure your new car or renew your existing motor insurance policy from the 1st of January to the 31st of March and get fuel coupons and several other branded Providence souvenirs. Rush for your insurance cover now. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, with Providence, man, you are covered.
Providence Insurance,
Heaven, yeah, bako. Heaven, yeah, bako. Heaven, mosquito quail, repels mosquitoes, less smoke, they break. Used to heaven insecticide spray, no now won't malaria so better, it don't let a friend one money. Heaven, yeah, bako.
Do not sleep in a room with a burning coil. Leave room for 15 minutes after spray and allow for adequate ventilation.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Yo, when Napa sardines, and Napa mackerel, and Napa soya sauce, yeah, when Napa baked beans, for sandwich, kenke, and salad, try the soda, and Napa chocolate drink, avanti numbio, ne creamy pan, and dairy cream, so I want it, yeah, yet dead, hey, and Napa, I had the soup.
Napa sardine is a vegetable oil. It's best for your kinky or your banku and pepper.
You send Napa mackerel for your soup, for your stew, and your love.
Na spaghetti need the Italia, baby.
Hey, Napa, I had the soup.
And Napa, the suko. FDA, I should say, a gradient cut to you at the atom say, yeah.
Senyoma papa eba wakwan mu a e wo se wotumi ya hoboa emma enyoma ehu hia te se wo hwehwe TV remote entwe wadwene emfree enyoma papa ebetumi aba wakwan mu enunti na TCL edi P715 TV foforo no abetodwa TV a wo sutumi e use Google Assistant na kasa wo beke gumu bia no edi so pepepe P715 TV emma wakwanya ma wo ye ne ehu hia te se wo ni enkwala no edi agro ana wo ni wodofu bi enya hodie ne hia ne se wo bekase go TV nim na TV no bedi won hihye so pepepe TCL P715 hands free voice control TV wo benye bi ato e wo TCL shops e wo Ghana fane nyina ana frey wo 0202 698 398 ana 0596 913 298 wo betumi akoye website no so e wo www.tclghana.com TCL the creative life.
Eto de bia e kwan ho nante ene kwan mu twa etimi ye hu pa se wo twa kwan mu a hwe hu se e ho ye bia ye de tuntum ene fita asensan kwan nim mekire zebra crossing ana se baby a etwene wo mekire footbridge ana baby a traffic light esi wo twa kwan mu so a hwe benkum nifa ne hwe benkum bio ne hwe hu se ka bia mai ansan watwam enyina wagina baby akasa so mekire mobile phone abra wutwa kwam se wutie nwom ana wudi komo esanse wani free wo so ketua bi pa obetimi ahwe wo nkwa hye ne nso se yi nyina ya sede se ye boye nkwa ho ban ne esi akwanhia no kwan hye ne nso se yi nyina ya sede se ye boye nkwa ho ban kodu jojo
Ekosiise on Asempa FM.
Live. Sankratui, National Road Safety Authority in a day pro. Yatia Beja, Ankle, Elia, Bemran, Tianima Bawan at sports. Any sports pa, Ayanima, Akra Newtown, Dansuma, Kaswa, Lungwa, Bubuash, Washima, Santa Maria, Odakwa, Tashi, Mantina, Dakuma, Kisima, Amasama, Abosiokai, Anaosu, Bronwa would do say it and Tamsua Asempa FM 24 Friday Baiso. Asempa FM Community Sports Quiz. Paso live work as a video. I can see phone be sports say me san what dia chadia tele. Follow yen. Our social media platforms are one so. For hashtag Asempa Sports Quiz. Open to the mubia.